Good evening, guys. Welcome to NIFT Marathon Part 2 with Thing Institute of Design. Are you all set for your exams? I know you're all in a rush of preparation now. No worries, guys. Let's do this together. Today we are going to discuss on topics Arithmetic Aptitude, current affairs, and also on tips for cat and get. Before we start with the marathon, how let's have a quick look on our new batch and mock test on NIFT. So we have a mock test on NIFT based on online on 24th January, and followed by which we have our NIFT Accelerate classes starting on 28th of January. So guys, first top 10 people of the marathon will get your NIFT Accelerate classes for 199. Sorry, first top 10 toppers of NIFT marathon will get your Accelerate for 100 rupees, and others will get it for 199. So be fast and grab your seats. We have limited seats available. Be fast and grab your seats. So without further delay, let me welcome Chandu sir. Sir, hi sir, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening.
So we have Chandu sir. Yes, sir. We have Chandu sir with us to take us through the topic Arithmetic Aptitude. Sir, you can take the live from here.
Yeah, sure. Good evening all. Hope everyone doing well. So I think few of you had already given your UZ exam. So now only focus is for the NIFT. And if you check the priority or the importance of the topic, arithmetics is the most important because of plenty of questions and the rank also revolving around this particular chapter. Okay. So I will share my screen and we will be discussing simplification. The topic simplification, that is what we are going to discuss today. Okay, my screen visible to all. So simplification, this particular topic we are learning from, I think from our 5th standard onwards, I think. Okay, so here while solving questions in simplification, we need to focus on BODMAS rule. Okay, if you check the NIFT sample question paper, I will show you a sample question paper. You can download this NIFT sample question paper from the website of NIFT. It is available there. You can find the first question, second one, third one, fourth one, and yeah, up to fourth one. These questions were happened from the chapter simplification. Okay, from the chapter of simplification. And today we will be having plans to discuss the topics which we had discussed earlier, also the questions from the topics which we had discussed earlier. So hope everyone remember that in our last session, okay, in our last session we had discussed topic like percentage in our previous session. That means the first part. Those who haven't attended the first part, I request them to visit that sessions after this live. Okay, so it's very good to learn those chapters because they are important. So because nearly 10 questions or 10 plus questions you will be getting it from the first video or the first marathon. Okay, from the first part you will be getting at least 10 questions in the NIFT, it's sure, because we had included a percentage there, LCM and HCF chapter. Then we had included discount, profit and loss, simple interest and compound interest. Okay, so and even we included average. Even we included the chapter average there. So these things we learned in the previous session, and today we will be adding simplification into the list. Okay, that is the main aim. Today we'll be adding simplification also to the list. So And after that, we will be discussing this sample question paper and we will check the relevance of the topics. Okay, we will check this relevance of these topics from the sample question paper. You don't need to worry about the sample question paper because it is available in the NIFT website itself. I wish everyone should go through this at least once. Even we will be doing it in the live sessions over here. So those who are watching our channel for the first time, please subscribe our channel because in the upcoming days we are coming with the part 3, part 4, etc. of this particular marathon, and we will be covering almost all the topics which is relevant to NIFT. And actually, I just curated my sessions based on the sample question papers, especially. So sample question papers, I will just choose the topics from this particular one, and I added connected topics as well as connected questions. Okay, so we can start with the BODMAS rule. So a given series of calculations or operations are performed based on BODMAS. So BODMAS, B stands for brackets. Actually, I don't need to give a elaborate session on this particular topic because everyone are familiar. B for brackets, O for off, D for divisions, M for multiplication, A for addition, and least priority is given to subtraction, and at the end we are doing addition as well as subtraction, and even these brackets are having a order. Okay, actually this is called parenthesis or a small bracket. Okay, so even though before that there is a bracket called line bracket. So line bracket means if you write 3 minus 2 here, okay, 3 minus 2, then first of all this is called line bracket, then we need to solve 3 minus 2 first. Okay, that is 1. Okay, so 3 minus 2 plus 4. If a case like this comes, we will solve for 3 minus 2 plus first, and 3 minus 2, that is 1, then it is 4. So 1 plus 4, it is 5. So the first priority is for the line bracket. Then comes this particular one, parenthesis or small brackets. Then the curly bracket. Then the rectangular or square bracket you can call. So this is a priority. Line, parenthesis, curly brackets, and finally the rectangular brackets or square brackets. This is the priority of doing brackets. Okay, so I think in a BF Tech question paper, I just saw these particular brackets also included there. So we will be trying one question based on BODMAS. So you guys can solve this question. Off is simply multiplication, but off is giving priority because multiplication, you know, in BODMAS, the position of multiplication. So I want you guys to put the answers in the chat. I will be looking for your answers. Quick. Whatever you think right, just post it in the chats. Find the value of 5 minus 6 minus 5 minus 4 minus 3. What session we will be doing first? Okay, what session we will be doing first? That is a question. I'm waiting for your replies. Let me solve it. 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3, that is 1 only. Okay, so the next step is 5 minus 1. Okay, 5 minus 1. Solve it. You will be getting 4. Next step, 6 minus 4. Solve it. You will be getting 2. Final square bracket or like rectangular bracket. 5 minus 2. That is 3. So you got the value like 3 of something. You can find here 1 plus 1 by 2. That is 3 by 2. 1 minus 1 by 2. That is 1 by 2. Divided by 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. It is 5 by 6. Okay, I hope you guys know for the cross multiplication. A by B plus C by D. That is equal to AD plus BC divided by BD. This is how the cross multiplication works. Okay, this is how that cross multiplication is working. Based on that, 3, 2, and in the denominator, 3 into 2. Okay. So over here, 5 by 6, and 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3, that is 1 by 6. So over here, you can cancel these 2's. Okay, you can cancel these 2's. Then similarly, you can cancel these 6's also. So here, 3 of 3 by 1, that is simply 3, divided by 5. Okay, divided by 5. Vaishak. Okay. Okay, Vaishak and Sanvi made comment and Sanvi given the answer. So over here, 3 of 3, we need to perform off first. That is 3 of 3, 9. Then only division. So 9 divided by 5. That is simply 9 by 5. Okay, so 9 by 5 is the right answer. Very good. Shall we check the next area? Hope it's clear. Okay, simplification things are going in like this. While checking the sample question paper, we will be doing a few more questions. And over here, the next level of simplification techniques. These things I think we learned it in the 8th grade. A raised to m into a raised to n, that is equal to a raised to m plus n. You can take an example, 2 raised to 2 into 2 raised to 3. So that will be 2 raised to means 4, 2 raised to 3 means 8. So 8 into 4, that is 32. Similarly, this is a raised to m. This is a raised to n. So here, 2 raised to a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. So that will be equal to 2 raised to m plus n. That is 2 raised to 2 plus 3. That is equal to 2 raised to 5. Actually, the value of 2 raised to 5 also 32. So as a proof, I just given it like this. So you can go for 2 raised to 2 into 2 raised to 3 equal to 2 raised to 5. So a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. The next one is a raised to m divided by a raised to n. A raised to m divided by a raised to n. By the end of the simplification, we will be shifting to NIFT sample question paper. Okay, we will be shifting to NIFT sample question paper, and we will be solving the question from the 6 topics which we had discussed from the part 1 and part 2. And let me try to have a small revisiting of the things if possible, or if required, I find. Okay, so over here, next one, a raised to m by a raised to n, that is equal to a raised to m minus n. On multiplication, we are adding it. On division, we need to take the difference. So similarly, when the value of m and n are equal, then we will be getting it like a raised to 0. That is a raised to 0 is 1. If you want, you can take screenshots. Anyhow, you can avail the PDFs by texting to the given message. WhatsApp, sorry, texting to the WhatsApp in the given number over here. You can contact them. So next is a raised to m, the whole raised to n equal to a raised to mn. Okay, a raised to m, the whole raised to n is equal to a raised to mn. So over here, similarly, you can find ab, the whole raised to n equal to a raised to n into b raised to n. Okay, so a by b, the whole raised to n is equal to a raised to n by b raised to n. So these things, I'm just only revisiting the things which you done in your school grades. Okay, so now here a question of NIFT type is in front of you. Okay, so we are expecting these kinds of questions only for NIFT. Okay, so you can expect this in NIFT. I want you guys to solve and to your answers to be there in the chats. Last time, Sanvi given the right answer for the previous question. And what about others? Quick. So those who haven't subscribed, please subscribe our channel, and you can click on that bell icon because plenty of contents are awaiting for the NIFT exam. And we have a NIFT mock test by tomorrow. You can collect the information from the given number in the chats. Okay, I think time is enough. So the principle which we are going to use in this question, we are going to use in this question is a raised to m into a raised to n. That is equal to a raised to m plus n. This is what we are going to use, but in a reverse manner. Okay. Actually, in the question we have a raised to m plus n format. So we will be converting into a raised to m into a raised to n like this. Like 5 raised to n into 5 raised to 3 is written like 5 raised to n plus 3. Okay. So the next step is like this: 5 raised to n into 5 raised to 3 minus 6 into 5 raised to n into 5 raised to 1. That is 5 raised to n plus 1. You can split it like this: 9 into 5 raised to n minus 5 raised to n into 2 square. Actually, it is 4. I'm just substituting like square. Okay. So, hope you guys can solve this from here onwards. Things are easy from here onwards. You can take a 5 raised to n common. 5 cube minus 6 into 5 divided by 5 raised to n, and it is 9 minus 4. So over here, you can cut 5 raised to n and 5 raised to n. Can easily cut this. Then 5 cube. 5 cube is 125. 5 cube is 125. And 6 into 5, that is 30. Okay. 6 into 5, that is 30. 9 minus 4, that is 5. Okay. 125 minus 30, that is 95. 95 by 5. You know that 100 by 5 is like 20. Okay, it's quite famous, 100 by 5. So 1 5 is less there. So it is simply 9. 19, and you can find that 19 in options. Actually, I'm not giving options in this particular question. Answer and be good. Okay, so but you can find options in your next question paper. So let me move to the next question. You guys can solve. I will try to give the hints. So you learned a raised to m, the whole raised to n is equal to a raised to mn. Okay, a raised to mn. Similarly, a raised to m, the whole raised to n, the whole raised to p will be raised a raised to mn p. Okay, so this is happening like this. Actually, this is entirely different from like a raised to m, the whole raised to n, the whole raised to p. This is something different. This is solving in this direction. Okay, both of them are different. Like for example, if you go for like 2 square the whole cube, okay, that is equal to 2 raised to 6, and 2 square raised to 3, we will be solving in this direction. So we will first of all solve 2 raised to 3. So 2 raised to 3 is 2 raised to 8. So the meaning is different in both the cases. Please pay attention to that differences. Okay, please pay attention to those differences. So our marathon sessions are curated in a way that maximum marks. Okay, the way to get maximum marks. So that is why we will touch all the topics in a quicker manner. If you at least, those who are in the last lab, at least practice these topics and these questions. Okay, you can add as much as questions possible, but minimum of the minimum, solve these questions at home. Okay, once again after this session, I request everyone to go through the questions one more time. Okay, it will definitely give you results. Okay, and hope our UC marathon sessions supported, give an advantage you in the exams, because the pattern of the exam was very easy and it was purely previous year question based. Okay, so we had done our marathon sessions strictly aligned to the pattern, and we had discussed the model questions of many. Okay, Art Accelerate, you are a little bit late. Actually, your answer is for the first question. We are almost in the third question. Okay, so quickly come to the third one. So I think we could continue. 81 square. Okay, in this part, actually, square root of a is usually written like a raised to 1 by 2. Okay, square root of a. So if you square the square root of a, it will be like a raised to 1 by 2, the whole square. Root of a square, you know that it is a. So over here, it is like a raised to 1 by 2 into 2. 2 and 2 cancelled. Okay. Actually, I'm giving in between a lot of common sense things. These things are clearly common sense things. This will help you to generate common sense. Okay. So over here in this question, 81 square raised to, this is cube root, so it is 1 by 3. Okay. So 81 square raised to 1 by 3, the whole raised to 3 by 2. You can write it like this: a raised to m into a raised to n. Actually, there is no need to have this bracket actually. So 81 square into 1 by 3 into 3 by 2 into 1 by 4. Okay, this is what actually the question is. So because we are using this particular technique, a raised to m, the whole raised to n, the whole raised to p, the whole raised to q, the whole raised to r, a raised to m and p, q, r. Okay, we are using that technique. So over here, now you can easily cancel things. So 2, sorry. So here 2 and 2 cancelled, 3 and 3 cancelled. So now the question is reduced to 18 raised to 1 by 4. Okay, 18 raised to 1 by 4. Are you familiar with 81? Okay, I'm just making a bracket. Are you familiar with 81? Actually, this is 3 raised to 4. Okay, so these kinds of common senses needs to be work in the exam hall. So 81 is 3 raised to 4. Okay, actually 81 is 9 into 9. 9 into 9 means 3 square into 3 square. Okay, I'm just giving an elaborate thinking way. So 3 square into 3 square, a raised to m into a raised to n, a raised to m plus n. So that is 3 raised to 4. Okay, so I'm just giving. If you can't remember 81 is 3 raised to 4, just think like this and solve it. So raised to 1 by 4. You can cancel those. A raised to m, the whole raised to n, that is a raised to mn. So the answer is 3, as like Sanvi commented over here. Good. So the right answer is 3. Now we will be moving to the next question. Before that, we need to revisit some identities. Okay, very famous identities. That is a plus b the whole square. That is a square plus 2ab plus b square. And next is a minus b the whole square. That is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Actually, the question solvable in these equations were also asked by NIFT in the sample question paper. Okay, so these things are very much important. A square minus b square, that is equal to a plus b into a minus b. X plus a into x plus b, that is equal to x square plus a plus b into x plus ab. Okay, remember these equations. This will definitely help you in solving complex questions. Solving complex questions, these things will act like a shortcut. Okay, and this is from our 6th or 7th grade onwards. We are familiar to this. Okay, we are familiar to these equations. Okay, now I'm taking you to our next question. Okay, before that, just have a look over here. We are starting a NIFT Accelerate batch for the toppers. 10 toppers will be getting it for 100 rupees. Okay, others for 199. So NIFT Accelerate is our 7-day program. Okay, and that is very much focusing on the what is record for the exam. So just enroll in that, and we have a online mock test that is free. And for further details, you can WhatsApp in this number. Okay, you can WhatsApp in this number. So over here, just solve this. This is your question, and I'm waiting for answers. 287 into 287 plus 269 into 269 minus 2 into 287 into 269. Okay. Oh, thank God. If there was a calculator, this question was quite easy in the exam hall. Unfortunately, we don't have one. Okay. Unfortunately, we don't have one in the exam hall. So we need to have techniques. We need to have techniques. And myself, my students, like Chandu students, no need to have calculators in the exam hall because they have the techniques. I will tell you how to use this. Quick. I'm waiting for your answers in the chat. What is the technique which we are going to use? We know some identities, correlate it. Are you familiar with this? A into A square. B into B square minus 2AB. Are you familiar with this? This is A minus B the whole square. This is A minus B the whole square. The result of this thing will be equal to A minus B the whole square, or it will be equal to 287 minus 269 the whole square. Taking a difference is quite simple. Whenever you get a question, 287, 269, the difference is simply 18. Take the square. Square of 18. Square of 18. Yeah, very good, Sanvi. It is 324. Okay. Square of 18, that is 324. That is the answer. The question is solved. The question is solved in the first 10 seconds. 10 seconds is more than enough. Whenever you see the question 287, 269, okay, minus 2AB. So over here, this is 18 difference, 18 square. Okay. Unless if you find a plus over here, just go for the sum and take the square. That's enough. Okay. So that is enough in these kinds of questions. So we will be moving to the next one. Similar, an application of an identity happened here. Okay, there we go. Your doubt will be addressed by our think personals very soon. Okay. So now you guys can solve this question. So over here, 64 square minus 36 square, that is equal to 20 times x. Are you familiar? A square, b square. Okay, so a square minus b square, that is equal to a plus b into a minus b you can use. Otherwise, finding square of 64, it will take time. Finding square of 36, it will take time. So simply here, 64 plus 36, 100. 64 minus 36, that is 28. So this portion will looks like 100 into 28. Okay, 100 into 28. This portion looks like this. So 100 into 28 equal to 20x. Now the things are loud and clear. Daisy, Sanvi, Apina, very good. Now the things are very loud and clear. What is over here? You can cancel these zeros. Actually, I'm teaching you cancellation also. 2 and 40, 28 you can cancel. So you'll be getting 14. 10 into 14, 140. That is equal to x. And a plenty over here. Sanvi, Apnav, and Daisy. 140 equal to x. Very good. Let me take you to another question. How to solve when a root comes in the denominator? That is what we are going to learn from this question. How to solve this question? We need to have some sort of techniques. I will tell you the technique in this type of questions. Many go for taking the values and solving it, but actually it will take time. I'll tell you how to reduce the time. So you guys just solve this. I'll wait for answers in the chat. Let me have some water in between. I'll take some time for drinking water. At that time, you can think about this and solve this. Me done with water. What about you guys? Okay, hope everyone remember about taking conjugates. Like 1 by root 3 plus root 2. Okay, so it's multiply these things with the conjugate, like root 3 minus root 2 divided by root 3 minus root 2. Actually, the result is 1. Root 3 minus root 2 by root 3 minus root 2, the result is 1. Okay, it is not at all changing the value. Okay, our Daisy and Sanvi, I look into it. It is not at all changing the value. What is changing over here? Okay, what is changing over here? In the numerator, it will be like root 3 minus root 2 in the numerator. In the denominator, root 3 plus root 2 into root 3 minus root 2. A plus b into a minus b is happening in the denominator. That is a square minus b square. A plus b into a minus b. That is a square minus b square. So a square minus b square, that is square of root 3 minus square of root 2. Okay, so it will be like root 3 minus root 2 divided by root 3 square, 3, root 2 square, 2, that is root 3 minus root 2 divided by 1. Simply the answer is root 3 minus root 2. Okay, actually there is no need to do it up to here. If you have common sense, when you see the question, simply find root 3 minus root 2 and move to the next question, that is 1.732 minus 1.414. You will be getting the answer like 8130, 0.318. Your answer is ready. Option C. As like Daisy, Sanvi, and Apinav commented. Okay, so your answer is ready. You can move on to the next question. So if you are aware about this relation, these steps are not required. Okay, this is just a derivation of the steps. There is no need to have such a long derivation. Okay, so assume the numbers are 1 by root a plus root b. I am assuming a number. Okay, I'm not giving a value. So it will be like, so if you substitute here, this will be, you can multiply like root a minus root b divided by root a minus root b. This is the, I'm just trying to derive a what shortcut or a formula like root a plus root b. There is nothing changing. So over here, the numerator will become root a minus root b. Denominator becomes root a square minus root b square. That is 1 by root a plus root b will be equal to root a minus root b divided by a minus b. You can keep it in mind. When consecutive numbers comes, the denominator will be 1. When consecutive numbers like these comes, like the nearest numbers come, the denominator will be 1 at that time. There is no need to actually typo. Okay, so there is no need to take the denominator for a consideration unless you can do it like this. So keep it in mind. When a question comes, you can solve it in this way. So let me take you to the next very simple question. And your attitude, make it simple. Simplified value I want. Your attitude, make it simple. What will you do? What identities you use here? How will you relate these things to the things which you had learned? How will you use your common sense? Actually, max through common sense. That is my aim in these sessions. Max through common sense. So everyone can solve these questions through my sessions. I want to create a set of students like that. So over here, how will you account for this question? See, identical things. Which letters you substitute? Just substitute, because this is a very enormous problem. So just substitute with some letters. First and second brackets are same. Third and fourth brackets are same. Denominator, the first bracket is from the left side, top left side, and second bracket from the right side, top right side. Letters are familiar. Letters are familiar. I actually, students not attending this session will be solving it like this. They will solve for 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1 by 100, and they will find the value and they will multiply it. At that moment, when you get the answer, the examiner will be there to collect your papers. because that much time it will take for multiplying these two things and solving all these questions. So just substitute with letters. This is A, this is A, this is B, this is B. Two different numbers you are getting. Actually, this is A and this is B. So now that will looks like A square minus B square divided by A plus B. Okay. I hope it's clear. So now we will do A square minus B square, A plus B into A minus B. Okay. And denominator is A plus B. The answer of this question stands like that. If you find the difference between this one and this one, you will be getting the answer. A minus B is the answer. Because the question is in the format A square minus B square by A plus B. Okay. So over here, A minus B. So let's look into what is A is. 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1 by 100. B need to solve this first. Okay. B need to solve the first bracket. Then subtract the value from 1 minus 1 by 1 plus 1 by 100. Okay. So first of all, I will solve for what is 1 plus 1 by 100 because I'm going to do this much portion first. Okay, this is the way we will be solving multiple like denominators. Okay, this is how we are solving multiple denominators. That's all. So 1 plus 1 by 100, that is 100 plus 1 by 100. That is 101 by 100. So now the things will be like 1 plus 1 by 101 by 100. Okay, so this 100 will be moving to the numerator. That 100 will be moving to the numerator. The same, we are not doing anything else like 101 by 100. Okay, so it will be moving up. So it will be like 1 plus 100 by 101 minus 1 minus 100 by 101. Okay. Now we are always solving within the brackets. Now it is like 101 plus 100, 201. Okay, divided by 100. Sorry. Divided by 101. Okay. Minus. You can do this in two different ways. You can cancel this bracket and you can cancel these ones. Okay. And you can add over here. There is an easy way that you can remove those brackets like 1 plus 100 by 101 minus into 1, that is minus 1, minus into minus, that is plus 100 by 101. So I just took this minus to here. Okay, so it will become plus. So 1 and minus 1 cancel. Answer is 2 into 100 by 101. That is 200 by 101. That is enough. That is enough. Okay, for registering for the mock test, the link is available in the chat. Okay, the link is available in the chat. You can use. I request everyone to write that mock test to get a personal idea where you are standing. Okay, where you are standing, you need to know. So just register on that. So 200 by 101, which option? Option B. Plenty of here going with that option. Sanvi, Daisy, up now. Very good. 200 by 101. And this was a complex question. And you can solve this question in 10 to 15 seconds if you are devising a method like this. Okay. Since we are talking, we just took 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, since we are talking, we are actually discussing. Okay, actual conversation between us is going through the chat, live chat. Okay, you can ask whatever you are having an issue in these kinds of questions, you can ask in the chat. Okay, to my maximum, I will solve it, your doubts. So I am taking you to another question. Now the question fills in your screen. 5 raised to a is equal to 3 raised to 125. Then the value of 5 raised to a minus 3. these kinds of questions you need to be prepared for the NIFT. 5 raised to a is equal to 3, 1, 2, 5. Those who are just joining the plenty are joining this is a live session. So when joining, maybe thinking that, oh, actually I'm not having a time now. I will come back to this video later. Many of you think like that, but that is not a right practice. If you lose something like that, if you plan to do it sometime later, sometimes it may not be happening because we are running out of time and we are in the last week. So dedicate these 2-3 hours over here with this channel. Okay, you can also take tea or water, anything in between, but dedicate your time over here and solve these questions with me. Actually, these kinds of things will act like a brain exercise to the brain. So the brain will understand that in the upcoming days, I need to solve these questions. So I need to be prepared. So this is a exercise to the brain muscles. Consider and treat it in giving it up what the value it required, give it. So 5 raised to a is equal to 3125. Then the value of 5 raised to a minus 3. Actually, in this question, we don't know the value of a. Okay, so 5 raised to a minus 3, we could write like 5 raised to a by 5 raised to 3. Because a raised to m by a raised to n equal to a raised to m minus n. Okay, you should have it, sorry, NIFT having questions from this particular concept. Every time they were having. So a raised to m minus a raised to n. So what is the value of a raised to m here? That is 5 raised to a. We are familiar with the 5 raised to a. Okay, we are familiar with the 5 raised to a. 3125. Because in the beginning, the question, it is given. 3125 divided by how much? 5 cube. 5 into 5, 25. 25 into 5, that is 125. Okay, 3125 divided by 125 is the answer. So let me cut these things. I'm going with the 5. So within 31, 6 times you can find 5. Okay, 6 times 5 are there. So 12, 2 times, 25, 5 times. 625. 125 divided with the 5. 125 divided with the 5 is 25. Did you see this 25 and 625 somewhere earlier? Actually, 25 square is 625. Okay, so 25 square. We will be discussing how to find square roots from perfect squares. How will you find the square root? We will discuss that later. So over here, 25 and 625 cancelled. 25. Okay, option A. So Sanvi, it is fine. Option A, good. It is 25. So let me take you to the next question. Let's solve this question. So I repeat, we have a NIFT mock test by tomorrow. You can find our registration links. Okay, and you can register for the mock test. You guys need to know that which area you are strong, which area you are weak. Okay, we need to have a self-awareness. I am weak in solving questions from like, for example, a chapter work time. Okay, I'm weak in solving questions from work time. So being I'm weak in solving questions from work time, I'm not able to solve pipes and tank question, pipes and cistern question. I'm not able to solve that questions also. So what I will do, I will learn the chapter. Okay, but for learning that chapter, we need to know that I'm weak in that particular area. So for getting a self-awareness, you can use these kinds of mock tests. Okay, so over here, anyway, I was talking about work time chapter. I think we will be covering in the marathon 3 in the upcoming days. I'll be covering those topics also. I think we have 7 to 8 topics pending with us, and with including the simplification, we will be completing 6 topics. Okay, 6 topics and questions from those 6 topics we will be finishing by today. Okay, by today, we are about to finish those things. And let me look into your answers. Nobody yet. We have a long series. We have a long series of numbers. And you guys have the technique. You guys have the technique, because the technique I had already given you. Consecutive numbers, denominator 1, consecutive number. Refer my 2-3 questions ago. I just mentioned these things. Refer. How will you solve this? What is the shortcut? What is the shortcut? I had given you at the corner. Let me write 1 by root a minus root b. Okay, 1 by root a minus root b. I just told you to multiply with the root a plus root b. Denominator also root a root b. So the result will come root a plus root b divided by root of a square minus root of b square. So it will be looks like root of a plus root of b divided by a minus b. Since the consecutive numbers over here, we don't need to think about the denominator, because a minus b will be 1. Because a minus b will be 1. So over here in this question, 1 by root of 9 minus root of 8, that you can write like root of 9 plus root of 8. Denominator is 9 minus 8, that is 1. Actually, since it is not relevant, I'm not writing. Okay, you have the technique. Since it is consecutive, if they are consecutive numbers, then 1 by root of a minus root b is equal to root a plus root b. That's enough. So over here, root of 9 plus root of 8, bracket, minus root of 8 plus root of 7, plus root of 7 plus root of 6, minus root of 6 plus root of 5, plus. Be careful with the symbols. Okay, be with the signs, you need to be more careful. Root 5 plus root 4. Now you guys need to go for the next step of cancellation. So it will be like root 9 plus root 8. Let me take this minus inside. Root 8 minus root 7 plus root 7 plus root 6 minus root 6 minus root 5. Those who are having previous experiences, this question they can solve in matter of 4 to 5 seconds. Okay, so I will tell you how they are solving these questions with their previous experiences. So root 8 and root 8 cancelled, minus and plus. Minus root 7 plus root 7 plus root 6 minus root 6 minus root 5 plus root 5. Those who are having previous experience know that the answer will be root of 9 plus root of 4. That is 3 plus 2, that is simply 5. This is for those who are knowing these things previously. Those who are having previous experience, how will they solve? Whenever a question of this format they see, they will mark circles like this. They will take it out, root 9 plus root 4. That is 3 plus 2. For them, this is a matter of 5-second question. If you have this previous experience, you guys are able to solve this question. Okay, answer and be good. If you have previous experience, it's quite simple. You can solve it in this way with this much ease. So let me take you to another question. This is a question from simple equations. Okay, actually we are learning simplifications. Inside that, we are going to discuss simple equations first. The things in the terms of x and y you can solve. Quick. X and y terms, you guys need to solve this question. I'll wait. Let me see how you guys are solving. What about the answers? Find the cost of each chair is asked. The cost of 4 chairs and 3 tables is rupees 1800, and the cost of 5 chairs and 4 tables, 5 chairs and 4 tables is 2300. Find the cost of each chair. Find the cost of each chair. That is the question. The question is simple and clear. So this is the toughness. Okay, actually this is easy question. So this is the toughness level in NIFT also. NIFT is always coming with simple arithmetic questions, but you guys are not having any previous experience, or your brain is not in a mood, like not in a quicker way to solve this question. You guys will run out of time. Okay, actually solving these questions, we are having the knowledge to solve these questions. Many of them writing this question, having the knowledge to solve this question. The issue is their lack of proper practice. Lack of proper practice. How will you get the practice? Do the same question 1 or 2 times, and do the different types of questions 1 or 2 times. Same question multiple times. If you are solving, the brain will be get an involuntary, like involuntary movement, or involuntary action will be there in your brain whenever you see the question. And if you're not having that involuntary movement in your brain, the brain will wander around the brain cells to collect the data. Okay, because the brain is not aware which brain what cell is having the solution of this question. So it will go to all the doors. If you have a proper structured brain, and if you are properly exercising, the brain will find the answer in a matter of seconds. In this question, Daisy, Abhinav, Sanvi, and everyone, I want everyone to put your answers in the chat. So let's solve this. The cost of 4 chairs. We have 4 chairs with us. The cost of 4 chairs. What is the cost of 4 chairs? We don't know. I go for 4C. Okay. Chairs, I think kursi कहता है हिंदी में. Okay, I'm not good at those what I'm not good at communicating in Hindi, even though I'll understand. Okay, so 4C plus 3T. T for tables, C for chairs. So 1800. Okay, 1800. Next is 5 chairs and 4 tables. 5C plus 40, that is equal to 2300. Okay, so I want 4 chairs, so I need to cancel this table part. So how will you, what technique will you use? I'll look into this 3 and 4. Okay, so if I get the LCM 3 and 4, the LCM is 12. Okay, if I can make the first one and second one 12 each. Okay, so then I can easily solve this. So over here, for making this component 12, what I need to do? I need to multiply it with 4. Multiply with that 4 here. What about here? I need to multiply this 4 with the 3. I will multiply it with 3. Okay, now the result. 16 chair plus 12 tables is equal to 1800 into 4. Okay, 1800 into 4, that is something like 18 into 4. So 3672. 7200. Okay. So the next is 5 chairs becomes 15 chairs. Okay, 5 chairs become 15 chairs. Then again 12 table. That is 2300 into 3. That is 6900. Now you just take the difference. I'm going to subtract the equation 1 from equation 2. Okay, assume this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. First of all, I just multiplied with the 4 and 3. Then I'm going to subtract the previous first one from the second one from the first one. So the difference is 3000. The difference is 3000. Okay, sorry. The difference is 300. 10 added. So 6900 and 7200. 300 is the difference. And over here, 12T, 0T. Actually, we don't need to bother. And it is 1 chair. Okay. So value of 1 chair is equal to 300 rupees. And the question is only asking about the chair. And a few of you found the value of a table also. Let me add the value of table also here. So here, I'm just substituting in one of the value. 4C plus 3T equal to 1800. So 4C, that is 4 into 300. 3T stands for, we don't know the value. Let it be here, 1800. So 3T, that is equal to 1800 minus 4 into 300, that is 1200. That is 600. Then the value of T is equal to 600 by 3. That is simply 200. And many of you found the value of both. Okay. So, yeah, it's Sanvi, Daisy, Abhinav, Anita, and it's me. It's just Radha. Okay, I'm not Shraddha. Okay, it's me, Shraddha. I'm just reading your name like Shraddha. Okay, I'm not getting it exactly. Okay, fine. So 200. Now the next question. The sum of the digits of a two-digit number. The sum of the digits of a two-digit number is 12. Sum of the digits of a two-digit number is 12. So if 36 is subtracted from it, the reversed number is obtained. Find the number. Go ahead. So few data are available in the question. Okay, few data are available in this question. The sum of the digits of a two-digit number. Take the number like xy. Take the number like xy. Sum of the digits, x plus y. Take the number like xy. Sum of the digits, x plus y. First equation, x plus y equal to 12. First equation, let me zoom it. First equation, x plus y is equal to 12. If 36 is subtracted from it, the reverse number is obtained. 36 is subtracted. Go ahead. Okay. Two processes for solving this question. One is through solving this through these simultaneous equations like this. Okay. The second one is students will start. Anyway, you will be having 4 options. Actually, I'm not giving it, but the NIFT will give you 4 options. They will take each option and they will reverse it and take the sum. That is also enough. We want answer in matter of seconds. Okay. With the first option, if you take the difference, you are getting the answer. Just take it and go to the next question. That's enough. Okay. If the just take like if the number of sum of digits, you can get 12 in an option and take the reverse of that option and take the difference. If you are getting 36, it's quite simple. Okay. Like the first option is 57. Sum of digits is 12. Okay. So 57 and 75, what is the difference? So over here, 15 minus 7. 15 minus 7, that is 8. So 6 minus 5, that is 18. So only difference is 18 and the question record 36. So this is not the number. Okay. This is not the number. This is our common sense. So through eliminating options also, you will be getting an answer. Fortunately or unfortunately, I'm not providing the options this time. Because you guys need to know to solve these questions without options, without depending on anyone. You guys need to solve. And I find some answers in the chat also. Let me see how it is. Let me take the number like xy. Okay, let me take the number xy. So over here, xy, sum of digits x plus y, that is 12. Okay, so xy is a two-digit number like 27. 27 is a two-digit number. How will you write 27? 2 into 10 plus 7. So 10th digit is 2 and 7 into 1 you can write, and unit digit is 7. Okay, so you can write xy in the format like x into 10, that is 10x, plus y into 1. Okay, so you can write the number xy like x into 10, that is 10x plus y. You can write the number like 10x plus y. This is the number xy. Okay, I just shown it with 27. How will you write 15? That is 1 into 10 plus 5 into 1. This is how we will write 10th digit and unit digits. Okay, so 10x plus y. So if 36 is subtracted from it, just subtract 36. Then the reversed number is obtained. Reversed number, that is yx. How will you write yx? So now the 10th digit is y, so it is 10y. The unit digit is x, so x into 1, that is x. That is equal to 10y plus x. Okay, we have one equation earlier, x plus y equal to 12. So from here, you can find that you can take the 36 to other side, that is better. So 10x plus y minus 10y minus x, that is equal to 36. So 10x minus x, 9x. Y minus 10y, that is minus 9y. That is equal to 36. You can take a 9 outside. You can take a 9 outside. So this is 9 into x minus y. That is equal to 9 into 4. So you can cancel this. So over here, your second equation is also ready. X minus y equal to 4. So two equations. X plus y, two equations. X plus y equal to 12. X minus y, that is equal to 4. Take the sum. X plus y equal to 12, x minus y equal to 4. So it is 2x, that is equal to 16. Okay, so x is equal to 16 by 2. That is simply, sorry, 1 second. So over here, we are just taking the sum. Two x equal to 16, as I commented mentioned earlier, x equal to 16 by 2. So that is equal to 8. So the first digit is 8. Okay, what is the next digit? We know that x plus y equal to 12. Okay, so since x plus y equal to 12, we have the value of x as 8. So y is equal to 12 minus 8. That is 4. Okay, so second digit is 4. So the number is 84. Its reverse version is 48. 84 minus 48, 36. So the answer is 84 because the question is asking about the number when 12 is, sorry, when the reverse number is 36 is subtracted, you will be getting the reverse number. So 84 minus 36, you will be getting the reverse number 48. Okay, so answer stands at 84, and Sanvi, Anita, and anyone else. Okay, both of them given it right. So over to the next question. The cost of 3 pens and 4 erasers. Solve this. Solve this. Cost of 3 pens and 4 erasers. The cost of 3 pens and 4 erasers and 5 sharpeners is 40. Okay. And the cost of 5 pens, 7 erasers, and 9 sharpeners is rupees 70. Find the total cost of one of each. That means 1 pen plus 1 eraser plus 1 sharpener is how much rupees? That I want. That I want. What is the total cost of 1 pen plus 1 eraser plus 1 sharpener. I'll take P for pen, E for sharpener, E for eraser, S for sharpener. I want this value. This is my question in the most simplified format. Simplify this with the help of the simple equations. With the help of simple equations. Those who haven't attended the marathon one, you can find the video in our channel. Think Institute of Design. You can find NIFT Marathon Part 1. In NIFT Marathon Part 1, I am discussing 5 topics. Okay. I'm discussing 5 topics here, and one more topic I'm discussing today. So total 6 topics we had already discussed, and 8 topics are there to discuss. So for those videos are prepared based on your responses. Okay, so if you guys are ensuring active participations, we'll be coming up with those videos in the upcoming days. Okay, so after discussing this simplification, and I request everyone to note down this name of topics also for your revision purposes. The last class. So my plan for the next session will be including train related problem, speed, distance, bot related questions, work time, and pipes and cistern. And it will include ratio proportion, age related problems, as well as mixtures and alligation. This is my plan for the next session. If it is 3-hour session, then I will be covering these topics. If it is 2 hour, then majority will be covered in the next session. Okay, by the next 2 parts, if it is possible in the next 1 part, it will be covered, unless it will be covered in the next 2 parts. Okay, anyway, speed distance will be include speed, average speed, train related questions, boat related questions, and shortcuts for solving them. Okay, and if shortcuts for solving them also have the plans to be included there. Okay, I think it's done. The cost of 3 pens and 4 erasers. The cost of 3 pens and 4 erasers and 5 sharpeners. So 3 pens plus 4 erasers plus 5 sharpeners equal to 40 rupees. Okay, equal to 40 rupees. So over here, 5 pens plus 7 erasers plus 9 sharpeners. Okay, so over here that is 70. So with this, we need to find 1 pencil plus 1 eraser plus 1 sharpener. So into 2. Okay, so over here, 6 pen plus 8 erasers plus 10 sharpeners. So that is 80. So next is 5 pen. No change for the second one. 7 erasers plus 9 sharpeners. That is equal to 70. Okay, so you can take the difference. 1 sharpener, 1 eraser, 1 pen. That is 10 rupees. Okay, that is 10 rupees. Let me check. Nobody. Okay, it is 10. So you can copy this. So we will be moving to the next. Okay, Daisy, I think I thought that you were asking about the last session. Okay, you were asking, last session means the upcoming would be the last marathon, I thought so. So you were asking about the previous session of me. Sorry for the misunderstanding. So my previous session, I were covering the topics. So this was my part 1. Part 1, NIFT marathon. Okay, part 1 of NIFT marathon. The topics were this: percentage. You can find the video in our channel. Percentage, Second one was LCM and HCF. And third topic which I discussed there was discount, which include profit, loss, and discount. Two more topics we discussed there. That is like interest. That is simple interest and compound interest. And we discussed average also. This is what we discussed in the last session. These were the topics. And you can find it in Think Institute of Design YouTube channel, these topics. And as a continuation of this, we are discussing the sixth topic, simplification today. Simplification and simple equations. Simple equations. And in this session, we will be discussing NIFT sample question paper also. Okay. So I think Daisy, it's clear. And my upcoming sessions were mainly based on speed, distance, work time. And speed distance include train, boat related questions, and work time includes work time, man days questions, and pipes and cisterns. Okay, this will be the topics for the upcoming. Chanvi, let's see how it is. So over here, we can get into the question. Admin will be addressing these kinds of doubts. Okay, regarding upcoming sessions, I mainly focus on my topics. So regarding CAT as well as GAT sessions, we'll be getting a clarity from the admin side. Don't worry. So over here, this question. Shyam and Ram have some chocolates with each of them. If Shyam gives 5 chocolates to Ram, if Shyam have S number of chocolates, if Shyam gives 5 chocolates to Ram, both will have equal numbers. So Ram having R number of chocolates, Shyam have S number of chocolates, and Ram have R number of chocolates. So when Shyam give 5 chocolates, then Ram get 5 chocolates more. So now they are equal. Okay, now they are equal. Okay, so next, you can take the R to the left, like S minus R. That means the difference between the number of chocolates with them initially was 5 plus 5, that is 10. So you can consider this as first equation. Okay, you can consider this as first equation. Next, Ram gives 5, gives the same number of chocolates to Shyam. Okay, so next is the same number. That means if Shyam is giving, if Ram giving 5 chocolates to Shyam, then Shyam will be getting 5 chocolates, and it will be, if Ram gives the same number of chocolates to Shyam, Shyam would have twice. So I need to address for that twice. So Shyam would have twice as many chocolates that Ram. So over here, the first statement is like this. Shyam giving 5 chocolates, then Ram will be getting 5 chocolates, then the number of chocolates with them will be equal. So I just found the difference is 10. And if suppose Ram is giving 5 chocolates, then Shyam will receive those 5, then it will be, then the number of chocolates with the Shyam becomes the number of chocolates. Actually, the 2 has to be written on the other side. So the number of chocolates with the Ram becomes, so twice the number of chocolates with Ram will be equal to chocolates with the Shyam. Okay. So the question says that if Ram gives the same number of chocolates to the Shyam, Shyam would have twice as many chocolates as Ram. So if you multiply 2 with the number of chocolates with Ram, then you will get the number of chocolates with the shop. So it will be like simply 2r minus 10 equal to s plus 5. So 2r minus 10, you can bring the s to the left, then it will be like 2r minus s, that is equal to 15. Okay, so from this question, find the number of chocolates Ram has. So we have two equations. This is the second equation. Okay, so the first equation is like this: s minus r equal to 10. Okay, s minus r equal to 10. Second equation is 2r minus s, that is equal to 15. Okay, these are the two equations with us. Solving this, we will be getting the answer. So let me write it in another way, like over here, minus r plus s equal to 10. 2r minus s equal to 15. Now take the sum. So the sum will be 10 plus 15, 25. 10 plus 15, it is 25. S minus s, it is 0. Minus r plus 2r, that is r. Sorry. So that is r plus 0, it is 25. That is Ram is having 25 chocolates, as like Sanvi commented over here. So 25 is the right answer. Okay, 25 is the right answer. So let's move to the next question. Okay, over here we are moving to the next question. So in a group of buffaloes and ducks, the number of legs are 24 more than twice the number of heads. What is the number of buffaloes in the group? Solve it, solve it. Solve it for the total number of buffaloes in the group. In a group of buffaloes and ducks, the number of legs are 24 more than twice the number of heads. What is the number of buffaloes in the group? After this question, we will be focusing into NIFT sample question paper, and we will be solving the previous questions. Previous question means NIFT sample questions, which has been asked from the topics which we were discussing from the last two sessions. In a group of buffaloes and ducks, the number of legs are 24 more than twice the number of heads. What is the number of buffaloes in the group? Shall we solve this? Come. So in a group of buffaloes, okay, so buffalo is having, let's assume B number of buffaloes are there. Each buffalo is having 4 legs and 1 head. Okay, and duck, D number of ducks, assume D number of ducks are there. Each duck is having D number of ducks. Each duck is having 1 head and 2 legs. Okay, I think these things are familiar. So over here, number of legs are, okay, number of legs. How many legs are there? Each buffalo is having 4 legs. How many buffaloes are there? B number of buffaloes. Okay, if B is equal to 2, then 8 legs are there, because 2 into 4. So B number of buffaloes having 4B legs plus D number of ducks is having 2D legs. This is the number of legs. It is equal to, okay, so the number of legs are 24 more than, the number of legs are 24 more than twice the number of heads. So each buffalo is having 1 head. So B number of buffaloes will have B heads, and each duck has 1 head. So D number of duck has D heads. So now you can expand this. So it will be like 4B plus 2D equals 24 plus 2B plus 2D. Now you can cancel. 2D cancel. Okay, 2D cancel. And 4B minus 2B. So you can bring the 2B to the left. So 4B minus 2B, that is 2B. That is equal to 24. Okay, so B is equal to 24 by 2, that is 12. So over here, 12 buffaloes. Over here, 12 buffaloes were here. Okay, 12 buffaloes are over here. I hope this question is clear. Now, after this, we are moving to NIFT sample question papers. I will zoom questions one by one. So you can solve for question number 51 first. You can solve this question. Let me have some space for solving this. Now we are solving NIFT sample question paper. Okay, that is why I'm not making it out of a PDF. This is directly the question paper. Okay, so this is NIFT sample question paper. You guys can solve this. This is from simplification. So this is, you can download this particular one from NIFT website. Okay, so this you can download from NIFT website. So now I want you guys to solve this question. You can download this question from okay, done. Let me solve this. So 18 divided by 18. 18 divided by 18. That is the first thing you need to solve. 18 divided by 18. And be good. So over here, 18 by 18. Sorry. 18 by 18 of 18. So off you need to do first. So 18 divided by 18 of 18. 18 into 18, 324. Divided by 18 by 18. That is 1. 1 into 18. Okay. So this question will be like 18 divided by 324 divided by 18. So you can bring the 324 down here, like 18 divided by 324 into 18. Okay, so 18 and 18 cancel. So 1 by 324. 1 by 324. Okay, you can take a screenshot if you want, because I'm going to erase this. 1 by 324. So question number 1, that is simple simplification. Question number 51. Actually, this is the first question from mathematics in the sample question paper, is now stand solved. Question number 52. Sum of two numbers is 17, whereas sum of their squares is 145. Find the product of the two numbers. Find the product of the two numbers. So I'm just clearing the space for doing other questions. So the sum of two numbers is 17, whereas sum of their squares is 145. Find the product of the two numbers. Connect it to the common sense. The things which we had, identities we had learned. Assume the numbers be A and B. Question says that sum of the numbers is 17. A plus B stands 17. The question is giving a clear idea. And sum of their squares. Sum of their squares, that is A square plus B square. That is 145. Okay. I just given you the hint. All the data is in front of you. Solve this. Okay. So A square plus B square, that is equal to 145. Now let's come solving this question. How will you relate this? We can go for, we need to have A square plus B square and A plus B in that particular one. So just simply think about what is A plus B the whole square. There we go. And we will look into it. What is A plus B the whole square? What is A plus B the whole square? I think Sanvi is, sorry, Devika is a little, okay, fine. I thought she were late. She were in another question. Okay, fine. Now it is clear. So A plus B the whole square, that is A square plus 2AB. Better writing this way. A square plus B square plus 2AB. Anyhow, you can write like A square plus B square plus 2AB or A square plus 2AB plus B square as per your wish. So A plus B the whole square, that is 17 square. 17 square, that is equal to a square plus b square. We have the value 145. We don't have the value of 2ab. Demand of the question is ab. Demand of the question is value of ab. So over here 17 square, that is 289 minus 145, that is equal to 2ab. So 289 minus 145, that is 144. That is 2ab. Okay, implies 144 divided by 2, that is AB. So 144 by 2, 72. So AB is 72 and Devika and Sanvi were right. So you guys can have a screenshot or have a look into these things. Okay, let me erase this for the next question. So the next question over here. So over here, the next question is find the value of 3 raised to 2 raised to 3 divided by 3 raised to 2 the whole cube. While discussing earlier, I told you how to solve these questions. Okay, I told you how to solve these questions. So I will use this space for solving the question. So question, everyone just try to solve. 3 raised to 2 raised to 3. I told you how to solve for this. Divided by 3 raised to 2 the whole cube. Okay, in the initial time, I had given the idea how to solve this. Okay, how will you treat 3 raised to 2 raised to 3? We will be treating it in this way. So 3 raised to 2 raised to 3, that is 8. Divided by, this is in the format a raised to m, the whole raised to n, that is a raised to mn. Okay, so 3 divided by 3 raised to 2 into 3, 3 raised to 6. So 3 raised to 8 by 3 raised to 6. A raised to m by a raised to n, that is equal to a raised to m minus n. That is equal to 3 raised to 8 minus 6. That is 3 raised to 2. What is the value of 3 raised to 2? Ask and the others. What is the value of 3 raised to 2? 9. Answer is 9. Okay. Hope it's clear. Answer is 9. Now I am introducing the next question of simplification. Now you guys see 4 questions. 4 questions from today's topic. That is why I just take that topic in an elaborate way. Other topics have only 1 or 2 questions maximum. But this topic is having minimum 4 to 5 questions. Now your turn. Go ahead. If 32.4, this question. If root of 32.4 by x equal to 0.18, the value of x is, simplification chapter is having maximum questions. Focus area. That is why we just have such a long discussion. Okay. So that is why we had given a dedicated session for this, because it is that much important. Simple equations and simplification are that much important. So now you guys can solve. Let me make the space. So you can take the screenshots. So the question paper is available in NIFT website. Question paper is available with NIFT website. And if anyone want it, you can ask our coordinators over here in Think through the number which is given. The WhatsApp number is given in the chat. So I hope everyone remember about the mock test. Those who are not aware, just look into the pinned message over there. You can register for the mock test for the NIFT All India mock, which is happening tomorrow. Okay, which is happening tomorrow. So you'll be getting an understanding of from which all the topics or questions are coming, which all types of questions are coming. Okay. So we have a very aligned, like exact NIFT exam aligned question papers we are creating. So we'll be getting a clarity on the type of questions, from where the questions are coming. All these you can collect from there. So let me solve this question. Root of 32.4 by x. So let me write it here. Root of 32.4 by x. That is equal to 0.18. So let me take square on both sides. Let me take square on both sides. Okay. Before that, I think it better. Okay. Let the squares be taken in the next step. Let me rewrite this. 32.4, I'm writing like 324 by 10. I can put the x in the close vicinity. Okay, fine. Equal to 18 by 100. Okay, this is the question actually. Now I'm going to square it. Now I am going to square it. Square, square. 324 by 10x equals square of 18. 324 by 100 square. That is 100 into 100. That is 2 more zeros will be added. Okay. Now the step is cancellation. 324, 324 cancelled. 0, 0 cancelled. So now cross it. You will be getting 1000 equal to x. That is what the demand of the question. Where is 1000? Option 1. And Sanvi is there. Okay. So 1000 is the right answer. Very good. So next question is from the chapter LCM and HCF. And the demand of this question is HCF. Now you guys can try. Let me clear this particular area. Actually, this question is a little bit tough. If you compare the overall toughness of this exam and this question, if you have the technique only, you can solve this question. Solve this 2934 3250. So which leaves as a reminder 11 in each case. If you refer our part 1, you will be getting the technique for solving this question. Okay, if you refer our part 1, you will be getting the technique. So revisit that session. So here you want a reminder 11. So first of all, you need to subtract what we have 2934 and 3250. This is the numbers. And we need to have a reminder 11. Subtract 11 from this. If they are telling that you want a reminder 11, then subtract 11. If they are telling you want a reminder 11, subtract 11. If the 11 in the first case and 12 in the second case, then subtract 11 in the first case and subtract 12 in the second case. Since they are asked same numbers on both, subtract 11. 2934 minus 11, that is 2923. 3250, that is 3932. Okay, so these are the numbers. Take their HCF. Take their HCF. Okay, hope you remember how to take the HCF also. Not remembering, refer part 1 of NIFT discussion. Sorry, NIFT marathon. Part 1, NIFT marathon. We had a clear-cut discussion. Okay, we had clearly discussed this in our marathon 1. Okay, so part 1 NIFT marathon, how to find HCF. So 2923 and 3239. So finding their HCF, writing like this 2923 and 3239. Just check the options. So if you divide with sub 47 or 53, 67 or 79, which number you can use to divide these two numbers? That is a tricky question. Okay, we will force to use all the numbers. So there is a shortcut. Okay, highest common factor means 2923 and 3239 having a common multiple. Okay, if they are sharing a common multiple, like over here 15 and 25 are the multiples of 5. If they are sharing common multiple, then their difference 10 is also having that common multiple. Okay, so that common number will be for here also. This is 2 into 5. So the difference. So just take the difference. Actually, this is shortcut. This is not the actual method. This is for those who want intelligent guessing techniques. This is for intelligent guessing only. 3239 minus 2923. 3239 minus 2923. This will be giving you a hint. Okay, 9 minus 3, that is 6. 3 minus 2, 1. So next is 12 minus 9, that is 316. So which is a multiple of 316 here. 47 is a multiple of 316. Okay, 316 means it need to be like 4, 7. Okay, 7 into 47, the last digit will be 9. 47 into 8. 47 into 8, it is a value more than 320. Okay, because 40 into 8 is 320. So 47 is wrong. Next, the difference is 316. 53. So if you want a 6 at the end, it should be multiplied with 2, or it should be multiplied with another number which is giving a 6 at the end. 3 will not give, 4 will not give, 5 will not give, 6 will not give, 7 will not give, 8 will not give, 9. So 53 is not possible. Even though if you want 300, you need to multiply it with 6. Okay. If you multiply with 7, it is more than 750. Sorry, 350. So multiplying with 6 is not possible. So 2 gone. 67. 67 means if you want 300, you need to multiply with 5. Anyway, 67 into 5 is more than 316. And multiplying with 5 will not give you a 7 into 5, 35. You will not get a 6. Only one answer remains, 79, and that is your answer. So these things will be happening in a matter of 10 to 20 seconds. Okay. Actually, we are doing nothing. We are just checking whether it is a multiple or not. Okay. Actual way is like this. You prime factorization. Try 2. 2 is not working. Try 3. 3 difficult to work. 4 difficult to work. So we will be going for prime numbers. Sorry, 4 is not a prime, so we will not use. So we will try 2 first, then 3 first, then 5, 7. All these numbers will not work. The number which is working here is 79. So 2923 by 79. Okay. Actually, you guys got the answer. I'm just giving you the actual steps only. Okay. I'm just giving the actual steps. So over here, 2923 we have, and 3239 is also a multiple. 2923 over here by 79, that like 3 times 7, 9. So it's, if you divide this, then it will be like 3 over here, the reminders, and it's 7. And this is like 4 into 79. Okay, 4 into 79 is 316. How will you get 4 into 79? This is 4 into 80, that is 320. Okay, so subtract 4, then that will be 4 into 79, common sense. So 37. So this is 4 times 79 more, so it is 41. So 37 as well as 41, they are also prime. So we can't do further. So highest common factor is 79. So take the difference of the reminders, take the HCF of the resulting value, you will be getting the answer. So 79 is the required answer. 79. Okay. For further details, refer part 1 of NIFT discussion. For further details, you can refer part 1. So let me move on to the next question. Next question is very simple. 56. Find the LCM. These questions are from NIFT sample question paper. So their relevance, they are very much important because their question papers will be aligned to this. At least minimum of the minimum, you guys know to solve these questions and their connected questions. Okay, I am also trying to ensure the minimum of the minimum through these sessions. So find the LCM of 2, 3, 5, 6, 12, 60. What is the LCM here? Okay, what is the LCM? LCM, that means least common multiple. Okay, so now you can easily remove because we have 60. We need to have a multiple of 16 options. 15 is not a multiple. 36 is not a multiple. 24 is not a multiple. 60 into 1, 60. Option 1. We are solving in this much quick way. Okay, we are not at all thinking about anything. Multiple, least common multiple. Least common multiple, minimum that number. Okay. Anyway, the least common multiple will be greater than the number. LCM of 2 and 3. Definitely it is more than 2. Definitely it is more than 3. Maximum of the maximum, it will be equal. Okay. LCM of 2 and 3. 2, 4, 6, 8. This is multiples of 2. Multiples of 3. So this is 3, 6, 9. This is common sense. Okay. The number will be maximum equal to the largest value. Okay. The LCM will be maximum equal to the larger value or more than the larger value. Anyway, less than the largest value is not possible. So 60 is the largest number. A number which is less than this number is not possible as LCM. That is 60. I think this stands clear. Okay, I think it's clear. Let's move to the next question. Let's move to the next question. So question number 57. If 2.5% of a certain number is 32. Okay, in next 15 minutes, we will be starting our GK session. Current affairs will be, I think, discussing today. So before that, we need to finish these questions from the last 6 topics which we had finished until today. For more support, you can visit part 1. Visit part 1 of NIFT Marathon in the same channel. It is available because the first 5 topics which we are discussing in these questions had been discussed there. Solve. If 12.5%, let me clear the space. If 12.5, if 12.5% of a number is 32, what is 40% of number? How will you solve it in a quicker manner? 12.5% equal to what? 32. Okay. Get the 100% of that number. 12.5 into 8 is 100%. So this is 12.5% of x. So 100%, that means if you multiply 12.5 with 2, you will be getting 25. 25 into 4 is also 100. For 12.5, you can multiply into 8 on both sides. So 100% of x, that is equal to 32 into 8. This is the number which we are looking for. What is the question? The question is asking about 40% of that number. Okay, question is asking about 40%. So 100% is 32 into 8. So 10%. 10% is 3.2 into 8. Okay, 10% is 3.2 into 8. That means I just bring it 10% downward, like 32 by 10 I just made. So it will be like 3.8 into 8, because 10 into 10% is 32 into 8. So over here, we want 40%. So we go for 4 into 10%. That is 40%. That is equal to 4 into 3.2 into 8. Okay, 4 into 3.2 into 8 is the required answer in this question. That is 32 into 3.2. If you know the square of 32, then the answer is simple. Okay, 32 into 3.2. 32 into 3.2, that is actually 32 square is 1024. Okay, so 102.4. So split the question like this. Split the question like this and solve it in a matter of seconds. So 102.4. Okay, 102.4. Or you can do it like this also. 32 into 8. That is 32 into 8 means 32 into 30 into 8 is 240. And 2 into 8 is 16. So this is 256. So 256 is equal to 100%. 10% is equal to 25.6. 4 times 10% is 40%. So 4 times 25.6. 25 into 4, 100. 0.6 into 4, 2.4. 102.4. Based on your comfort, you can choose the method. Okay, I'm giving all the possible ways. Based on your comfort, you can choose the method. So this is about percentage. Another question, 58. That is also about percentage. Solve this question. Let me clear the space. Next question is here. The salary of a school teacher was increased by 25%, and later it was decreased by 25%. Solve it. I just cleared the space, so I can also solve it now. Q. So I will take an example. You can solve in between. So Ramu bought a watch. Ramu bought a watch. Ramu bought a watch to his shop for 100 rupees. Okay. And he was about to sell the watch by taking 10% profit. 10% profit means 10% of 100. That is 10 rupees profit. That is, he was planning to sell it for 110 rupees. This was his selling price. But unfortunately, people think that it is overpriced. Nobody bought that. He increased to 10% and he tried to sell that. So people think that it is overpriced. Nobody bought the watch. So he was going to reduce. He was now going to reduce the price by 10%. Okay. 10% of what? 10% of 110 is going to reduce. So 10% of 110, that is 11 rupees. This is the discount he is offering. 10% discount on the selling price. Okay. So he bought a watch for 100 rupees. He marked a selling price of 120, 110. Okay. Can consider like a marked price. And his marked price, he is selling for the marked price. He was decided first. Now his selling price changed. He is about to give a 10% discount. So 110's 10%, that is 11 rupees, and 110 minus 11, 110 minus 11, that is 99 rupees. What happened here? He incurred a loss. Loss of how much rupees? 1 rupees. That is 1% loss. Okay. So when 10% is increased, then 10% is decreased. The result was a 1% loss. Okay. Now 25% is increasing and 25% is reducing. And as our common sense says that there will be a reduction happening. By how much percentage? Okay. So the next shortcut is coming. So 10%. Okay. So a price of a product is increased by A percentage, then it is increased by B percentage, then the effective percentage will be A plus B plus AB by 100. This is effective percentage. Percentage effective. Okay. So here, in our case, effective percentage is 10% increase. So it is positive. Next is not increase, it is decrease. So negative. Okay. And decrease of 10%. So plus 10 into decrease minus 10 by 100. So over here 10 minus 10 minus 100 by 100. So over you can cancel this. So this is like 1. So effectively it is minus 1% decrease. Okay. Now I think it's clear how to use this formula. This is the application. Okay. When it is increased, so if A and B are increased, then the formula will be A plus B plus AB by 100. If one of them is decreasing, that is B is decreasing, then use the minus symbol. Okay. So now come to this question. The salary of a school teacher was increased by 25%. Her salary is increased by 25%, positive. And later it is decreased by 25%, negative. Okay. Then AB by 100. So you can rate like 25 minus 25, 0. 25 into minus 25, that is minus 625 by 100. That is negative 6.25 percentage. Okay. So her actual salary will be get reduced by 6.25 percentage. That is the takeaway. Her actual salary will be, reduced by 6.25 percentage. How will you account for that? So now comes to the question. We were discussing a shortcut. Now comes to the question. Her actual salary. In the percentage chapter, I mentioned that if you write something like X, that means it is 100% of X. So actual salary is X rupees. That is, actual salary is X rupees. That is 100% of X. Okay. Her new salary. That is reduced by 6.25%. Earlier it is 100%. Now it is reduced by 6.25% of X. That is equal to 937.50 given in question. Now the things are more easy to understand. So 100 minus 6.25, 93.75% of X equal to 937.50. Okay, how will you write 93.75? So 93.75% you will be write like 93 by 100. 93.75 by 100 of X equal to 937.50. See the relation between the numbers. If you know this technique, you are reaching this number in matter of seconds. If you know this technique, you are reaching the answer in matter of seconds. So now it is X equal to 937.50 into 100. You can divide 93.75 here and you can find this is 10 times. So 10 into 100, 1000 is the answer. If you know this, you are getting answer in 10 to 20 seconds. And your answer is 1000. Okay. Option 4. So it is Sanvi given it right. Very good. So let me delete these things and move to the next question. With all your permission, I'm deleting this. You can take a screenshot if you want. Okay, now move to the next question. So the next question is from profit and loss. Question number 59. Solve this. In my offline sessions, I find many of my students felt difficulty in solving this question. So there are plenty of simple questions, but many students find it difficult due to some sort of confusions. So profit and loss, you can refer to the part 1 of NIFT marathon, which happened in like last week. We had a marathon session. So profit and loss has been taken in that. Q. So in the upcoming session, we will be taking speed, distance, work time, train related problems, pipes and cistern, etc. And we will be discussing their sample questions from sample question paper in the upcoming sessions. Everyone should subscribe our channel. And if you like the videos, please like, share. And if you click on that bell icon, you will be getting up-to-date notifications. Okay, so let's move to the answer. So don't forget about our exam. Okay, we have an exam, NIFT mock test. So to understand our weak and strong areas, I request if you want to write that exam. So a man sold a book at a profit of 25% of selling price. Okay, a man sold a book at a profit. So selling price, that is equal to cost price plus profit. Okay, so profit by cost price, okay, into 100, that is equal to profit percentage. So if you want profit percentage, if you want profit, simply value of profit percentage, okay, when you 100 brings down, then it will be profit percentage exactly, and into cost price. So selling price can be written like cost price plus profit percentage of cost price. That is a profit. So a man sold a book at a profit of 25% of selling price. So his profit over here, okay, so his profit over here is 25% of selling price. Okay, 100% of selling price is over here. So his profit is 25% of selling price. So his cost price we can find easily. Okay, actually this step we don't want, so I'm just removing it. So here the selling price as per this question become cost price plus 25% of selling price. If you simply write selling price means it is 100% of selling price. So 100% of selling price is cost price plus 25% of selling price. Okay, so cost price equal to 100% of selling price minus 25% of selling price, that is equal to cost price. So finally it is 75% of selling price, that is equal to cost price. So you got the value of cost price, you got the value of profit. Profit is here, cost price is here. Now profit is 25% of, I'm using this equation, profit is 25% of selling price upon cost price, that is 75% of selling price into, okay, 100, you will be getting the record percentage. So selling price gone, percentage and percentage gone, 75, what 25, that is 1 by 3. How much percentage is 1 by 3? 60 and 16.66, that is 16.2 by 3%. We had a thorough session on these kinds of percentage estimation. Okay, sorry, 1 by 6 is 16.66. So we have a thorough discussion on estimation of percentages. 1/3 equal to 33.33. So refer to the previous NIFT marathon for getting a clarity in these values. 33 and 1 by 3% or 33.33. Okay, so one more question. With the next question, we will be winding up for today. With the next question, we will be winding up for today. So now you can solve the question number 60. Not winding up for today means my session is winding and you will be having GK session. So Akhil sir is waiting for you guys. So solve this question and we will be leaving. And Akhil sir will be taking from next onwards. So in the next 5 minutes, arithmetics will be over and from there, GK will be starting. So average of 10 men is increased by 2 years. When one of them is of 25 years of age is replaced by a new man. The age of the new man is how much years? Go for solving this. So over here, we know that average equal to sum of observations by number of observations. Okay, so sum is equal to average of observations into number of observations. Detail we discussed in the marathon 1. Detail we discussed the same in marathon 1. So now comes to the question. The average age of 10 men is increased by 2 years. Okay, average age of 10 men is increased by 2 years when one of them is 25 years age. So sum of age of these 10 men. Assume the average age be X. Let the average age be X. Okay, so sum of ages of 10 men, that is 10X. Okay, sum of ages of 10 men is 10X. Okay, because average is X, their number is 10. So sum of their ages will be 10 into X. From that, a 25 years one is going out. 25 years age is replaced by a new man. We don't know the value of their age, so I'm just using the value Y. So let Y be the age of newly added. Okay, so that will be 10X minus 25 plus Y. This is the current sum of age of 10 people because one person gone out and another one come. So the total number is there are 10. So the new average, old average was X, new average becomes increased by 2 years. This is what the question. Okay, convert the question into simple equation like this. This is what the question is. This is what the question is. Okay, so over here, 10x minus 25 plus y, that is equal to 10x plus 20. Solve the value. Solve the value for y, because you can find 10x and 10x will be get cancelled. Okay, so over here, this is 10x, this is 10x cancelled. So you can take the 25 to other side. So y is equal to 20 plus 25, that is 45. Option 4. Okay, so option 4 is the right answer. Very good. Sanvi given it right. So I think we had discussed questions from the last sessions, like percentage we discussed, profit and loss we discussed, and average we discussed, and some question from simple interest and compound interest are still there. That is from the 62nd question. That 2 questions I will be discussing with the next arithmetic mock, arithmetic marathon NIFT sample question paper discussion session. I will be starting from those 2 questions. Okay, so for today, from here onwards, I'm leaving. Akhil sir will be taking from here onwards. Coordinators, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can take from here onwards. Thank you all.
Thank you, Chandu sir, for your valuable section. It was great having you on the live today. Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah, welcome. You okay? Fine.
Yes, sir.
Thank you all. Bye.
So, guys, don't forget about our NIFT online mock test on 24th, and today is the last date for registration. So don't forget to register yourself with Think Institute of Design for your mock test. And we also have our new NIFT Accelerate batch on 28th. The last day to register is 27th of January. If you register before 27th, you will be getting the session for 188, and 10 top mock test winners will get the session for 100 rupees. For more detailed, call us on 8086 111 and also follow our Instagram page to stay updated. Do also subscribe to our YouTube channel both on English and Malayalam. With no further delay, let me welcome Akhil Rajarathinam sir to take us through current affairs section. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Sir, you can take the section from here.
Okay, fine. All right, so I hope you had a very wonderful session of arithmetics. So next we'll be discussing some of the important GK topics, mostly current affairs only, current affairs which have happened in the past maybe 1 or 2 months that will be discussed. We've already had many sessions regarding that. So the previous current affairs, old current affairs, maybe you can check it in the, again, we had marathon sessions before, also individual sessions were also there. So in that I've discussed some of the current affairs. So this is actually a continuation of that particular series. Okay, so other current affairs topics will be discussing today. Some questions were also there in the other session. You can also discuss. You can also check the questions. Okay. All right. So without further delay, let's start the session. All right. So first one is something which was in the news yesterday. The very hot topic yesterday. Pran Pratishtha in Ayodhya Ram Mandir. Okay, it was in the news for past maybe around 2 to 3 months. It was in the news regarding everything. So yesterday it was a culmination of that. Yesterday the Pran Pratishtha ceremony was held. Okay, all right. So I will start with what the Pran Pratishtha is, and after that I'll be discussing regarding the important architectural features, everything about Ayodhya Ram Mandir. Okay, so Pran Pratishtha means Pran Pratishtha, and the name itself it is there. Pran Pratishtha. Pran means life. So this is basically giving life to the deity. Here you know that it's actually the idol of Ram. Okay, so the idol of Ram will be given life. That's actually the ritual. Okay, and it was held on 22nd January 2024. Okay, and most of some of you might have got holidays. Many controversies are also there regarding this particular thing. Okay, so that is Pran Pradishta, and regarding this Ayodhya Ram Mandir. Ayodhya is a place in Uttar Pradesh. Ayodhya is a place in Uttar Pradesh, and this Ayodhya is said to be the birthplace of Lord Ram, birthplace of Lord Ram, who is the incarnation, who is said to be the incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Okay, so Ayodhya Ram Mandir, it's actually the birthplace of Lord Ram. It's known in the Hindi. It is known as Ram Janmabhoomi. Ram Janmabhoomi. So here there was a controversy. Before there was one mosque was there, known as the Babri Masjid Mosque, and Babri Masjid, and in 1992, it was demolished. 1992, it was demolished, and many legal battles were happening when the Sunni Waqf board was telling that it belongs to that area belongs to the Islam community, and the Hindus were saying that they have to build the Ram Mandir. Okay, in 2019 Supreme Court held the verdict, said the verdict, and they divided the land. They divided the land to the Hindu community, and here the land was given to Lord Ram. Actually, that's something which is very rare, which happens in the world itself. The legal verdict was in favor of Lord Ram. So that proper place where Babri Masjid was there, it was given to Ram, Lord Ram or Ram Lalla. Okay, so there they were allowed to build a temple, and also another 5 acres were given to the Sunni Waqf board. So there they can build a mosque. The mosque construction has not yet started. Maybe soon we can see the mosque also there. Okay. All right. So that's the news, and that's the history of this particular incident. So now regarding this temple, Ayodhya Ram Mandir, which was inaugurated, which was the consecration ceremony happened yesterday. So this temple, it's actually it's said to be a 3-floor building, 3-floor structure, and each floor will be 3 floor. 3 floors will be there, and each floor will be 20 feet high. Each floor will be 20 feet high. Almost 392 pillars will be there, and 44 doors will be there. It's a very huge structure, very huge structure. It is said to be the one's construction. So it's said to be the world's third largest Hindu temple itself. Okay, Hindu temple. And regarding the material which was used for construction, before saying the material which was used, one absence of one material is very important. Iron. Iron is not at all used anywhere in the construction of this temple. Okay, usually when we are using concrete and all, iron is used. So then you might wonder how this construction is going to happen. So it was completely made up of stones, completely made up of sandstones, completely made up of sandstones. Okay, sandstones, granite stones, and also colored marble is also used. But this iron or iron rods are not used. Okay. All right. So this was constructed in a style of architecture known as Nagara style of architecture. Nagara style of architecture. Nagara style of architecture is the typical architecture we'll be finding in the North Indian temples. Whichever North Indian temple we have seen, there we'll be able to see this Nagara style of temple architecture. Okay, so Nagara style of temple architecture, the important element is there for placing the idol. Here in this case, it's Ram Lalla. Ram Lalla means baby Ram. Okay, so placing this Ram Lalla, there is one sanctum sanctum is there. Sanctum sanctum is there. Okay, also known as Garbhagriha. English it is sanctum sanctum. Okay, so in this Garbhagriha, the idol will be placed, and also you can see the pillars, the pillared halls will be there. Okay, so they are known as mandap. They are known as mandap. Okay, mandap. So Garbhagriha will be there, and also mandap will be there. These are the basic things you will be seeing in the temple. And also this Nagara style of architecture is something called the Panchayatan style of architecture. Panchayatan style of architecture. Panchayatan style of architecture. Panja means 5. Okay, so it will be like one main deity hall, that is Garbhagriha, plus 4 sub deity temples will be there. 1 plus 4. So that is Panja. Panja means 5. Okay, so here the main deity is Lord Ram. Other than that, they will be having 4 sub deities will be there. One will be dedicated to Surya, another one for Bhagavati, another one for Ganesh, and last one for Shiv. Okay, so this is how the temple will be. This is how the structure will be. Okay, Panchayatan style will be, and one will be obviously for Ram Lalla. Ram Lalla. Okay, so this is the basic thing about this temple architecture. Other than that, many temples for Vatmiki, Maharishi Vatmiki, Vishwamitra, Agastya, like that, many temples, many sub temples are there, and also many other substructures are also there. The construction has not completed. The consecration ceremony, which is the main where it can be worshipped. So after the consecration, according to Hindu rituals, after consecration only the temple can be worshipped. Okay, so that ceremony is over. Now from tomorrow onwards, it will be open for public. Okay, so that's it. So that's regarding this Ayodhya Ram Mandir. Okay, all right. Next one. Next one. Next one is recently the defense minister. Defense minister is Rajnath Singh. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh. Okay, this is Rajnath Singh. So he recently launched a project called Project Udbhav. Project Udbhav. It was launched in the Indian Military Heritage Festival. Indian Military Heritage Festival. Okay, so in this Indian Military Heritage Festival, it's actually a collaborative project between Indian Army and the United States Institution of India. United Service Institution of India. It's actually a defense think tank. Think tank means it will be giving advices to the government. Okay, so what is the objective of this IMHS and the project Udbhav is? It is to rediscover the Indic heritage of statecraft and strategic thoughts. Okay, so that is a meaning of it. Indic heritage of statecraft and strategic thoughts. So I'll make it simple. Indic heritage of statecraft and strategic thought means earlier times, right? It was wars, kings, wars, everything was it. So at that time, they had some rules for making this wars, for going for wars and all. They had some certain rules were there. Okay, so that is known as this Indic heritage of statecraft. Okay, so at that time, they'll be referring some important texts. You might have seen this Bahubali movie. Bahubali movie, right? There they'll be thinking about many formations, how they have to fight and all. So like that, many formations are there. So everything will be written in some sort of book will be there. Okay. So this is Indic heritage will be in some of the books, and most important one is Kautilya. Kautilya's Arthashastra. Kautilya's Arthashastra. Kautilya is also known as Chanakya. Okay, Chanakya's Arthashastra will be there. So in this Arthashastra book, it is said to be written somewhere around 300 BC. 300 BC. Chanakya or Kautilya was a minister of Chandragupta Maurya. So it was in the Mauryan Empire. This Mauryan period, this Kautilya wrote Arthashastra. So it is having different strategies will be there. Strategies will be there. The ground realities will be there. How they have to adapt to the tactics. Everything will be written. Even when they have to start the war, when they have to stop the war, how the state has to be ruled, what should be the what should be the financial management in this kingdom. So like that, many things were there. So in this, they'll be taking this war knowledge and they'll be using it. Okay, and also one more theory which is mentioned as Mandala theory. Mandala theory. Mandala theory is saying that the king or the kingdom should know who is actually the friends, who is actually the foes, and who is actually the allied countries. Okay, so based on this only should be done. All right. So another important book is Kamandaga. Kamandaga is a book written by Nidhi Sara. Nidhi Sara. Kautilya's Arthashastra was in the Mauryan period. This is in the Gupta period. Okay, Kamandaga's Nidhi Sara, book of Nidhi Sara. Again, here also many things like how they have to, how the diplomacy should be there, how the soldiers have to be, and all those things are being mentioned in this Kamandaga's, Nidhi Sara by, Kamandaga by Nidhi Sara. Okay. Even in this book only, it is first mentioned about women. Women are also part of army. Okay. Earlier and all, most of the India's cultural heritage, women are not part of this fighting and all those things. But here, Kamandaga's Nidhisara by Kamandaga, women are also being included. Okay. Okay. Another important book is Thirukural. Thirukural, written by Thiruvalluvar. It's a It's in Tamil. Okay. Tirukkural written by Thiruvalluvar. Thiruvalluvar statue you can see in the Tamil Kanyakumari. You can see the statue. It's in 31st BC. Written in 31st BC. So this is dealing with the book. It's actually book of ethics. So obviously ethics during warfare is also being dealt in this book. Okay, so that is Thiruvalluvar's Tirukkural. Other than that, even Ramayana, Mahabharata, even Buddhist Jataka stories also mention about this thing. Okay, so that is the main purpose of Project Udhav. They want to showcase the Indian how the defense was dealt in the ancient Indian period. Okay, so that they want to highlight it to the world. So that is Project Udhav, which was launched by Defense Minister Rajnath Singh. Okay, all right. Next one. 50th birth anniversary. 50th birth anniversary of Rani Durgavati. 50th birth anniversary of Rani Durgavati. Okay, so Rani Durgavati was a queen from the Chandela. She was born in the Chandela dynasty. Born in the Chandela dynasty. Okay, Chandela dynasty. Chandela dynasty is mostly in the Madhya Pradesh region, but this is also in the UP region. So she was from the Chandela rule over the UP region. Okay, so later she got married to a Gond prince. Gond is another kingdom. Gond is a tribal community also. Okay, Gond dynasty. So Gond is one now also Gond is there. Gond is the largest tribal groups in India, mainly in Central. You might have heard regarding Gond art and all. Gond art. Okay, I think we have discussed in some session we have discussed regarding Gond art. I think. Okay, all right. So regarding the timeline of this Rani Durgavati, she was a contemporary of Mughal Emperor Akbar. She was a contemporary of Mughal Emperor Akbar. Okay, so what happened was that the Gaunt Empire was attacked, and this her husband died. Her husband died, and she later took over the reign. Okay, and her son was Veer Narayan. So as a regent of Veeranarayan, Rani Durgavati was ruling. So she's one of the rarest women queens, women rulers in the history of India. And what makes her special is she has resisted it. You know, Akbar is a very powerful person. So she has resisted the attack of Akbar, and even she opposed the Mughal expansionism. Okay, so that is the greatness of Rani Durgavati. And also even Akbar's court historian was Abul Fasl. Abul Fasl, he has written books like Akbar Nama, Aini Akbari. So in that book itself, he has mentioned about Rani Durgavati and her warrior. Okay, so that is the significance of Rani Durgavati. So the government has released a stamp as well as a coin was also released for this. Okay, one more thing regarding the Chandela dynasty. Chandela dynasty is very famous for its their style of architecture, and this Nagara style of architecture came into its peak during the Chandela period. Okay, so in this Nagara style of architecture, there's a very important temple is that is Khajuraho. Khajuraho group of temples. Okay, Khajuraho group of temple. It's in Madhya Pradesh. Khajuraho group of temple. It's in Madhya Pradesh. It is UNESCO World Heritage Site from India. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site from India. Khajuraho group of temples. Okay, so that was constructed during the period of Chandela dynasty. It's in mid for 10th century, 9th to 10th century only it was constructed. But Durgavati was not part of 10th century. She was in a later Chandela period. Okay, all right. Next one award. 53rd Dada Sahib Phalke Award. 53rd Dada Sahib Phalke Lifetime Achievement Award was given to actress Wahida Rahman. Wahida Rahman. 53rd Dada Sahib Phalke Lifetime Achievement Award was given to actress Wahida Rahman. Okay, so regarding this Dada Sahib Phalke, Dada Sahib Phalke is said to be the father of Indian cinema. Father of Indian cinema. So in honor of Dada Sahib Phalke, so this award is given, and it is given for the lifetime achievement in the field of cinema. Okay, and it is given by it is given along with the National Film Award. Okay, National Film Award, you know, right? National Film Award. So along with that only, this is given, instituted by the Directorate of Film Festivals, which is coming under the Ministry of Information Broadcasting. Okay, some not a very old award. It was constituted only in 1969. 1969. Okay, so this time it was a 69th award and sorry 69th National Film Award and 53rd Dada Sahib Phalke Award. So 52nd was given to Asha Parekh. 52nd was given to again another actress Asha Parekh. Okay, and before that 51st was given to Rajinikanth. Rajinikanth, Tamil actor Rajinikanth, and 50th award was given to Amitabh Bachchan. Amitabh Bachchan, okay, given to Amitabh Bachchan. Okay, so that is 50 Dada Sahib Phalke Award. Next one. Next one, Sun Temple wheel was showcased in the G20 summit in G20 summit. So regarding this Sun Temple's wheel, a mural painting was there. So regarding this wheel, right, as part of the G20 summit, many India was a that I'll explain in the later slide. G20 is coming. So India was the host of the G20 summit. So since India was the host, we want to showcase our culture. We want to showcase our culture. So for that, we gathered all our heritage, important heritage things, and we put either as murals or as sculptures in that. So in that, Sun Temple's wheel was also showcased in the G20 summit. Okay. So regarding the Sun Temple, it's Konark Sun Temple. Konark Sun Temple, it's in Odisha. Konark Sun Temple, it's a temple in Odisha. It's also known as Black Pagoda. Also known as Black Pagoda because of the I think because of the materials which were used for this particular building this particular temple. Okay, so materials were not available. They used the materials which are not available in India at that time. Some of the materials are chlorite, laterite, and condylite. Chlorite, laterite, and condylite were used for making this Sun Temple in Konark. Okay. Right, so this was constructed during the period of Eastern Ganga dynasty. Eastern Ganga dynasty by a ruler called Narasimha Varman. Narasimha Deva first. Narasimha Deva first only constructed this particular temple. Okay. The style of architecture is known as Odisha style of architecture, or it's also known as Kalinga style of architecture. Odisha style of architecture or Kalinga style of architecture. Okay. So this is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site, one of the important UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okay. Um, so this temple, what is the significance of this temple? It's a sun temple only, right? So the construction is such a way that the rising sun's first rays of a day that will be illuminating the sanctum and even the presiding deity. So that's how this temple was carved out. Even this structure, I mean, this wheel is also kind of used as a sundial, where they could calculate the time from this particular wheel. So that's also there. And here, one of the important thing is many war horses are there. When 12 war horses are being represented here. So this war horse has been taken by the Odisha government. Odisha government as the state symbol of Odisha. Okay, that's regarding the Sun Temple and the wheel. All right, next one. Next one, it's regarding a campaign which was launched by Government of India, that is Meri Mati Meri Desh. You all might be knowing that recently the 75th Independence Day, 75 years of India's independence were celebrated. So as part of that, many important announcements were there, many competitions were announced, many campaigns were there. So this is also one of the campaigns, MMMD campaign, Meri Mati Meri Desh. So here, what is the purpose is, right, as part of our independence achievements, many people sacrifice their life, many people died also. So to commemorate their, to remember their contributions, we are encouraging the people to pay tributes to these people who sacrifice. We call them as Veer, men Veer and women Veerangana. Okay, so to contribute to encourage the sacrifice, to pay the tribute to these people, to the Veer and Veerangana. We have launched this campaign. Okay, it will be there in everywhere, whether it be the colleges, whether it be the state government level, central government level, offices, everywhere. This campaign will be there. Okay, and also in the end of this campaign started in August and ended in September. And in the end, there was one Amrita Kalash was there. Amrita Kalash one pot was there. So that Amrita Kalash was a procession, like a procession. It was sent to all across the country. Okay, all across the country, and in the end, it was in Delhi. 30th October, the end of the campaign happened. Okay, so that is Meri Mati, Meri Desh. Next one, you all might be knowing that we have a new parliament. A new parliament was inaugurated, and in this new parliament, many entrances are there. Actually, 6 entrances are there. 4 main entrances and 2 sub entrances are there. So in all these entrances, 3 of them are ceremonial entrances for a special ceremony, or maybe to special guest only. It will be open. Okay, other than the other time it will be closed. Okay, so these 3 entrances have a name is also the Gyan, knowledge, Shakti, and Karma. That's the name of this 3 entrance. So in every entrance, there is actually some sort of, you might have seen regarding like Dwara Palak. Even Ayodhya is also elephants are welcoming the people. So like that. Okay, like chariot it will be there. Also like that. So here also some animals or some mythical creatures will be welcoming the people. Okay, so in the north gate we have Geja Dwar. Geja means elephant. Okay, north gate we have the Geja Dwar. Geja Dwar is there. So it was inspired by the statue of Madhukeshwara temple. Madhukeshwara temple in Banabasi in Karnataka. Okay, so it was the Geja entrance was inspired by. Another one is Garuda Dwar. Dwar means entrance. Okay, Garuda Dwar. Garuda Dwar is in the eastern gate is Garuda Dwar. Garuda is an eagle-like bird. Okay, so it was inspired by the Naiga sculptures. Naiga sculptures which are there in the Kumbakonam temples in Tamil Nadu. Okay, and another one is Ashwadwar. Ashwadwar I have already mentioned when I am saying regarding the Konarka Sandam. Like I told you, right? The Odisha state government's state symbol is also this Ashwa. Ashwa means horse only. Okay, war horse. So this is Ashwadwar inspired from the Konarka Sandam like Odisha. Okay, and these are the ceremonial entrance. And other than that, we have public entrance are also there. And one is Shardul. Shardul is a mythical creature symbolizing the power of the people. Okay, so it was inspired by Shiva temple in Morena in Madhya Pradesh. Shiva temple, Morena in Madhya Pradesh, and that is a western gate. And we have in the northeastern gate. Northeastern gate we have Hamsa Dwar. Northeastern gate we have Hamsa Dwar. This is Hamsa Dwar. Okay, Hamsa Dwar Swan. Northeastern gate. So this was inspired by the Vijay Vittala temple in Hampi, Karnataka. Hampi in Karnataka. And last we have the Magaradwar. Okay, Magaradwar. Again, Magara is also a mythological creature. It was inspired by the similar kind of statue in Hoysaleshwara temple in Halebedu. That was in the news recently. Okay, so Hoysaleshwara temple in Halebedu is one of the UNESCO World Heritage Site which was added in 2023. Okay, Magaradwar was taken from Hoysaleshwara temple, Karnataka. All right. So this is regarding the new parliament. So regarding old parliament also something is there. Okay, so before that, you all might be knowing that tomorrow we are having a exam. NIFT online mock exam will be there. It's a completely free examination. So the registration for that will be closing by today, 23rd January. It will be closing. Okay, so if you are interested, you can join this NIFT. Obviously, you can. It's a free exam only. So obviously, all of you can attend it. Okay, so tomorrow you make sure that you're writing this examination. Okay, so make sure that you're registering for this also. Okay, all right. All right, so regarding our old parliament, you know, right, how the old parliament design was it? Old parliament was in like this kind of design. Okay, so same design only. So even though the architects denied that, but many people know that this was inspired by this particular temple only. Okay, so this temple is Chausat Yogini Temple. Chausat Yogini Temple, it's in Madhya Pradesh. In Madhya Pradesh, in the Mitauli village, one temple is there, Chausat Yogini Temple. Okay, it's a basically a Shiva temple only. The central shrine is dedicated to Shiva only, but along that in circles, 64 chambers are there. 64 chambers are there. In 64 chambers, yoginis are also being placed. Yoginis are mythical creatures, yoginis. So the yoginis are also said. Yoginis are said to be mythical warriors and sorcerers, lady sorcerers. Okay, so it was constructed during the period of King Devapala. King Devapala of Kachapagada dynasty. Kachapagada dynasty. Okay. So that is Chausat Yogini temple, which inspired the old parliament. Okay. And the old parliament was designed by British architects only. British architects Edwin Lutyens and Herbert Baker. Edwin Lutyens and Herbert Baker. Okay. So that is Chausat Yogini temple. All right, so there is one issue with using this nails. That is, it won't be strong. The stitched ship will be more stronger than when you are using this. Okay, even the right, the ship will be going in the sea only. So obviously that kind of damage will be therefore the snails won't be withstanding that. So the best method is to stitch the ship. Okay, so stitching the ship means you'll be using the ropes, coats, coconut fibers, natural resins, all those things will be taken in. With that only you'll be stitching it. Okay. So that's actually a new method of doing it. Okay. So this method is known as Tankai method. Method is known as Tankai method. Tankai method of ancient stitched shipbuilding method. Okay. So now the Ministry of Culture has collaborated with Indian Navy to reconstruct reconstruct the technique using it by stitching an ancient ship. Okay. All right. So that's it. So a 21-meter stitched ship will be ready soon. Okay. This idea was noted in the Ajanta cave paintings. Idea was taken from the Ajanta cave paintings. So from there only many people got inspired. So right, we have already discussed regarding Project Udbhav. So like that. So another project is also the Project Mosm. Project Mosm. Project Mosm. So the purpose of this Project Mosm is to reconnect and re-establish the communication between the countries in Indian Ocean region, Indian Ocean. For example, India, Sri Lanka, that Vietnam, like that. Many countries will be in Indonesia will be there. So these are the countries in Indian Ocean. Okay, so they want to create some ancient communication which was prevalent in this particular countries. Okay. So this is actually a British anthem. British anthem. The translation is like iron bars of a jail. It was written against the Britishers. Okay, translation is iron bars of a jail. It's in Bengali. So this was written by a person, Qazi Nazrul. Qazi Nazrul Islam in 1922. Qazi Nazrul Islam in 1922. Okay, controversy was like A.R. Rahman. A.R. Rahman took this song and made it into a new thing. So at that time, it was in the news. Obviously, the old anthem had its own what its own style, its own singing, everything was it. But this now it is kind of completely changed. Okay, so Kasi Nazrul Islam wrote this poem. Okay, he's a Bengali poet. Okay, even he was known as a rebel poet. Why? Because completely rebelled against the Britishers. He joined the Indian army also. Later he resigned from the knowing all these atrocities, and later he moved on to his way of protesting against the British atrocities. Okay, even he was known as Birohi Kobi. Sorry, Bidrohi Kobi. Bidrohi Kobi. Bidrohi means rebel. Kobi means poet. So Bidrohi Kobi. One of the most important autobiographies which was written by him is like a poem. It was written. Saugat. Saugat means autobiography of a delinquent. That is Saugat, written when he was serving the Indian army. Okay. So when like Bengal means it will be like today's Bengal, West Bengal, sorry, Bangladesh, everything will be constituting the British Bengal. So when he was more inclined towards the present day Bangladesh only, but obviously he was a freedom fighter. So he was awarded the Padma Bhushan, right? It's very after the death only it was given Padma Bhushan in 1960, and also he was confirmed the title Ekushe Padak by the Bangladesh government. Okay, and he is the national poet of Bangladesh, Kasi Nazrul Islam, national poet of Bangladesh. Okay, so that was in the news. All right, next one. Next one, Kokborok language. Kokborok is a language. Kokborok is a language. It is spoken by the Borok people. Okay, spoken by the Borok people, and these people are mostly concentrated in Tripura, in the northeastern state of Tripura. Okay, so now they are demanding a Roman script for this particular uh, language. Okay, the language is also in the way of extinction only, but it's one of the state languages of Tripura. And it's mostly in the tribal areas only. So this Tripura Tribal Area Autonomous District Council one body is it. So that for that body, this is the official language. Okay, so that's why this language is still sustaining. Many literature, many things are there. They are having different scripts are there. So now they are demanding a Roman script also. Okay, so this is actually the by the Borok people. Borok people are mostly in the Tripura, Assam regionally. This is coming in a new type of language family. Okay, you might be knowing that Hindi, Sanskrit, all those things are coming in the Aryan languages. Okay, Tamil, Malayalam, Telugu, everything is coming in the Dravidian languages. Okay, so this language is not coming in anything. This is coming in the Sino-Tibetan. Sino-Tibetan language group. Sino-Tibetan language group of the Tibeto-Burman family. Okay, so that's something which is new. All right, next one. Next one, Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar. The government has come out with a new set of national awards. National, right? National award is there for when sports national awards is there. Film, obviously, national award, best actor, everything is there. Even other than that, for social service, we have a Bharat Ratna, Padma Vibhushan, everything is there. So a new set of national awards, for the in the field of science, technology, and innovation. New set of national awards is being set up. That is Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar. Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar. Okay, so this will be the highest recognition on the field of science, technology, and innovation in India. Okay, Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar. You know, right? The Padma. When we say Padma awards, we have divided the Padma awards into Padma Bhushan. Oh, sorry, Padma Vibhushan. First, Padma Vibhushan will be there. Next, Padma Bhushan will come. Padma Bhushan will come, and after that, Padma Sri will be coming. Padma Sri will. So this kind of top bottom categories also there. Other when we are taking this um, sports award, there are also different categories. For example, Arjuna award is given to the best sports person. Dronacharya award is given for the best coach, like the different classification. Here also different classifications there. Here the top level award is Vigyan Ratna. Vigyan Ratna. That is a top level award which is given here. So Vigyan Ratna will be recognizing the lifetime achievements and contributions which is made in any field of science and technology. Lifetime achievements and contributions made in any fields of science and technology. Okay, like Bharat Ratna, like that big Vigyan Ratna and science and technology. Okay, and after that we have Vigyan Sri. After that, we have Vigyan Sri, like Padma Sri. We have Vigyan Sri, VS. Okay, so this will be recognizing the distinguished contributions in any fields of science and technology. Okay, other award for was a lifetime achievement. So this is for the distinguished contribution. Difference is there. Okay, lifetime achievements mean that will be the highest honor, like Dada Sahib Phalke Award. Okay, Vigyan Sri means that that much contribution is not needed. Okay, so that is Vigyan Sri. All right. And other than that, we have Vigyan Yuva Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Award. Vigyan Yuva. Vigyan Yuva means for young. Vigyan Yuva Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Award. Vigyan Yuva Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Award. Okay. VYSSB. So this is to, obviously from the name itself, you will be able to identify Yuva. Okay. So this will be recognizing and encouraging young scientists. And age limit is 45. Age limit is 45. Young scientists who made exceptional contribution in any field of science and technology. So that is Vigyan Yuva Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Award. Okay. Other than that, we have Vigyan Team Award is also there. Vigyan Team. Vigyan Team Award is also there. Vigyan Team means, obviously, like the name suggests, it is given to the team comprising of 3 or more scientists or researchers, innovators. Okay, so for them, Vigyan Team Award will be there. Okay, so these are the important awards. And science means different categories can be there, right? But they have limited it to 13 domains. 13 domains: physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, computer science, earth science, medicine, engineering, even agricultural science, environmental science, and technology and innovation, that will coming in another category. Atomic energy and space science is also there, and there are some other categories also. Okay, so that is the 13 domains in which this award will be given. Okay, so this award will be announced on 11th May. The dates are kind of significant. 11th May. Okay, 11th May is the National Technology Day. National Technology Day, which will be announced every day. Okay, and the award ceremony will be held on 23rd August. Okay, 23rd August is the National Space Day. 23rd August is the National Space Day. Okay, and this notifications will be there till 28th February. Okay, so if you want to apply, then you can apply till 20th February. 20th February is the National Science Day. Okay, so 28th February is the National Science Day. 11th May is the National Technology Day, and 23rd August is the National Space Day. So notifications will be there till Science Day. Awards will be announced on Technology Day, and it will be given on the National Space Day. Okay, so that's how it is. Next one. Next one, regarding the new Wrestling Federation of India chief. Wrestling Federation of India chief. Okay, so Wrestling Federation India, it's a body which is having which will be dealing with the selection of the wrestling players for the tournaments, dealing with the giving training to them, selecting them, like that. Everything will be dealing with the wrestling. Everything related to sending them for Olympics. Everything is done by the Wrestling Federation of India. Okay, Wrestling Federation of India. So recently, Sanjay Singh was elected as the Wrestling Federation of India chief. Okay, so I don't know whether you have read in the newspaper. There was a very huge controversy which was happening in this wrestling federation. Why this? Recently, it was elected only. Okay, before a person called was a Bridge Fusion was a wrestling federation of India. Some sexual allegations was uh, thrown against him. So at that time, he was many people were protesting. Many people threw away their medals and all. So at that time, he stepped out and called for the election. So okay, so in the election, he was not there. The Sanjay Singh was there. Sanjay Singh is actually part of this bridge fusion faction only. He's actually one of the close person of the bridge fusion. So he was elected. He was uh, elected. He's actually a person who is affiliated with the RSS, Rashtriya Swayam Sangh, part of BJP. So he was actually the vice president of UP Wrestling Federation. UP Wrestling Federation. So he won, defeating the other opponent, Shioran. Anita Shioran. Okay. So he got 40 votes, and it's somewhere more than 7 votes more than the votes which Anita Shioran has got. Okay. So that is WFI, Chief Sanjay Singh. All right, so regarding the new, we are actually having a new batch. It is known as the Accelerate batch. Accelerate batch. It will be a 7-day NIFT online, 7-day NIFT online batch, and it will be having 2 NIFT b.des mock exams will also be there. So if you wish to enroll for this, it will be a very capsule course. So if you wish to enroll for this, make sure that you are calling this number 8086 55. Okay, so more details will be shared um, once you call us. Okay, all right, and make sure that you're attending tomorrow's exam also. Okay, all right. All right. Next one, another news which was in the another news which is very much in the uh, current scenario. That is Joshimath. Joshimath is sinking due to land subsidence. Joshimath. Joshimath is a place in Uttarakhand. Okay, Uttarakhand. So it is sinking. Sinking. So how a land can sink, you might wonder, but that's a fact. Okay, it's actually slowly sinking and going down. Uttarakhand, it's a place in the Himalayas. Himalayas. So obviously, many even pilgrimage sites are there, like Badrinath, Kedarnath, many things are there. Many of the pilgrim trekking is also starting from this Joshimath only. Okay, so why this Joshimath is sinking? Why this Joshimath is sinking? After this, it's actually roads are cracking, houses are being destroyed, some houses are falling into the caves, like that. Many things are happening. So the actual reason is not known, but many theories are being come up. It can be both man-made as well as natural factors. One is the removal of the natural resources like water, oil, everything is being slowly washed out from the down area. Another thing is regarding the geography of this particular region. Okay, geography of this particular region, that is, this is built on a landslide material. Or some landslide happened very long back when during the formation of Himalayas or somewhere one ancient huge landslide happened. And so landslide, that after landslide, everything will be the debris will be settling somewhere. Okay, so this Joshimath area is actually sitting on a land debris only. Usually, this Himalaya region, it will be sitting on the rock only, right? Rock solid, we have usually say, right? So rock means it will be staying there, so it won't be falling apart. Okay. So here, what is happening is like it is staying on instead of sitting on a rock, it is staying on the debris only. So obviously, this much force is there, this much years are going past. So slowly, this is falling down. This falling down, and Joshimath is also sinking. Okay. So the load bearing capacity of this sand, stone, everything, not a rock, right? So it is very low. What happened was like this place in a Misra committee report, it was said that there should not be any construction which would be happening in this area. But what happened was like many construction activities happened here, illegal, both legal as well as illegal construction, and it has already gone out of the saturation level. So now they are facing the blunt of it. Okay, now everything is falling apart. That is Joshi Mutt. And also another project is also there. One is the Chota Chardham Road. Chota Chardham Road, which is connecting the Badrinath, Kedarnath, Yamunotri, and Gangotri. So that's also coming here. Again, that will also be another stress on this particular thing. Another one is NTPC, National Thermal Power Corporation. Another one power plant project is Tambovan, Vishnugad Hydro Power Project. Okay, Tambovan, Vishnugad Hydro Power Project. So that is also going to happen there. So obviously, more stress will be on there. So now maybe they'll be discarding the project. Okay. All right. So that is Joshi Mutt in Uttarakhand. Next one, another important news. Parliament has passed the Nari Shakti Vandan Abhiyan. Nari Shakti Vandan Abhiyan. Okay. Nari Shakti Vandan Abhiyan means Women's Reservation Bill or Women's Reservation Act. That is Nari Shakti Vandan Abhiyan. Okay. So Parliament means we have Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha are there. So both Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha passed it 2023. So this can only be implemented, women's reservation. So this can only be implemented by altering our constitution. So when we are altering our constitution, we call it as a constitutional amendment act. Okay, constitutional amendment act. So this was done with the 128th constitutional amendment bill. 128th constitutional amendment bill. The president is yet to sign it. So once he sign it, it will become an act. That's obviously he'll anyway sign it. Okay. All right. So what this Women's Reservation Act is doing is it will be implementing reservations for women. Reservations for women in the Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha. Giving reservation for women in Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha. Okay. So now we don't have reservation in Lok Sabha, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and State Legislative Assembly. So now we don't have reservation in Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and State Legislative Assembly. We have reservation only in Panchayat and municipality. That is local self-governments only we have reservation. So reservation means what? For example, if three constituencies are there, A, B, C, D, four constituencies are there. So here anyone can stand. Anyone can stand as a candidate here. A, B, C, D in all the constituencies, men can be candidates. Even women can also stand as candidates. But problem is, mostly men will be standing. Mostly men will be standing, and women won't be standing as candidates in this constituency. So to avoid that, even some people started to started to retain the seat continuously for maybe 20, 30, 40 years also. One person will be having that seat as a monopoly. Okay, so to avoid both these things, what happened is like women's reservation was brought in. So women's reservation means uh, A, B, C, D. In this A, B, C, D, one constituency will be the women's seat only. So here all the constituencies will be women only. Okay, BCD can be men or whoever it can be. Next election, what will happen is that this will be gone. This will be a general constituency, and another will be taken, and that will be given a reservation. There, women can only send. So like that, every constituency it will be happening. Every constituency at some point of time it will be a women women candidate constituency. Okay, so that is the thing. This was first introduced. The idea was first introduced in 1996, very old one, 1996, but it was not passed. So long legal, long process. It was a long process. So recently, the NDA government, Modi, Prime Minister, so they passed it. They passed it. So as of now, we have 82, only 82 member of parliament. We have around 500 plus seats in Lok Sabha, 250 plus seats in Rajya Sabha. So around in almost 750 seats, we have only 82 women MPs are there. Okay, so that is in Lok Sabha it will be only 15%, and Rajya Sabha it will be only 13%. So that's a set. So we want to improve it to 33%. Okay, or maybe more than that, 33% or more than that. Okay, so that's why we are implementing it. Even many other countries are also having this. Okay, the country with the maximum women representation is Rwanda with 61%. Okay, wonder even Pakistan is having 20%, even more than us. Okay. All right. So what they did is that they amended the constitution, and the articles which they amended is one is one article was added, that is Article 330A. Article 330A was added for this Lok Sabha, for making it women reservation in Lok Sabha. Article 330 was added, and for State Legislative Assembly, Article 332A. Article 332A was added. Okay. Same provision was needed for Delhi also. Delhi also this is needed. So for Delhi, Article 239AA, this article was added in for reservation in Delhi. Okay. So this reservation will be coming in effect after this census only. We don't know when the census, but some people are saying that in after elections, the election is going to happen in 2024 this year, May or April, but May the results will be there. So after that, census will be happening. So if that is the case, means this election, in this 2024 election, this won't be there. After this, maybe 2029 general election, 2029 parliament elections, and all the state elections which is going to happen after this. At that time, this will be implemented. Okay. So that's it regarding this women's reservation bill. Okay. All right. Next we have. All right. So that's it for today. So once again, reminding you regarding our batches, our batches. So one we have tomorrow. We are having a NIFT online mock exam will be there. So registration will be closing today. 23rd registrations will be closing, and exam will be tomorrow. So make sure that it's a free test only. So obviously make sure that you're attending this. And also we have our upcoming session is there. It is batch will be going to start the NIFT Accelerate batch. It is going to commence from 28th of January. It will be a 7-day very compact crash course. 7-day compact crash course. So you can see what is the offer and all. You can see in here. 2 NIFT b.des mock exams will also be there for this batch. Okay. All right. So that's it for today. So we'll be having more such sessions. We'll be having more sessions like this in the future also. So make sure that you're subscribing to our YouTube channel. Subscribing to our YouTube channel, we'll be having more sessions on different topics. For example, GK will be there, current affairs, GK will be there, arithmetics will be there, drawing, everything will be there, and more updates like polls, questions, everything, updates regarding your examination, everything will be posted in this channel. Okay, so make sure that you're subscribing to our channel. We'll see with another session, another marathon session, another day. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you, Akhil sir, for the valuable section. It was great having you on the live today. So without no further delay, let me welcome Shantanu sir to the marathon session. Good evening, sir.
Hello, good evening.
Sir, am I audible to you?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah.
I hope I'm audible
Yeah.
properly.
Yes, sir. So sir will be
Okay.
taking us through the drawing section today. So you can take the live from here.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, sure. Thank you. So first of all, welcome you all. Welcome to this YouTube live session. And I'll be taking you straight towards the drawing section part, and we'll be discussing a question that has appeared previously, so that you get some idea about how to approach towards such kind of questions. So I'll straight away share my screen with you. So hope my screen is visible. So so this is a particular question. Okay, so where you've been asked to draw any one of the following scenes, and there would be definitely multiple choice of questions, but decided, like, since it is a small session and marathon session, so we would discuss just one question. So where you are supposed to draw a view of the traffic signal from inside of the vehicle. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to help you out to how a composition or a particular way to deal with this entire composition. So first of all, what all you are supposed to create in such kind of a question. So what would you be judged on? So the very first one is your basic physical skills, so which are actually not that important at this stage, because you would be learning that in the institute that you would be entering into. Okay, so but a very basic acquired physical skills, at least with which you are just a second, with which you are at least just able to share your thought process. Okay, so you are able to show your observation skills, and that is what is the that is something that is required from your understanding of looking into it. Okay, so basic skills, so at least that you are able to showcase your thoughts. Second, uh, is your basic sense of scale and proportion. Okay, like towards the figures, or or the elements, that how you are able to cater to. Okay, so these are the very basic questions that are basic tasks that is required from you. The third one is the quite important one. So where where basically you are supposed to generate the flavor of the scenario, or the flavor of the space that has been asked you to recreate from your imagination. Fourth is they would be seeing your observation skills. Okay, and with observations, your analytical skills, like how you are able to implement whatever that you are seeing, and how you are able to implement that with whatever the topic that is given to you. And your memory skills, how you are able to recreate the scenes from your own imagination, from your own creation. The relativity, how are you able to uh, provide the believable information or answer with this. Okay, so these are the basic criteria that they would be looking from you guys. Okay, so next one is that we would straight away go towards the composition part. Okay, so the basic composition, how do you look into this? So probably this particular question might appear something like this in your task sheet. Okay, so this is like a question one. For example, this is the question that is provided to you. There might be some space that is provided in the question like this. So you can absolutely, first of all, answer in any orientation that that you would like to. Either you can you can just turn the page, and probably you can just opt for a simpler orientation, like maybe a portrait or a landscape. Now, for example, if you have opted for a landscape sort of a composition, so I would just quickly create this for you. Okay, so this is a particular frame that you have in which you're gonna draw things. Okay, so I'm just gonna help you understand the composition part very quickly. Okay, so simply you can just quickly divide it into the grids, or probably the thirds, so that you horizontally as well as vertically, and you get equal boxes, so that you are able to place your entities or objects or elements that you're going to draw in the frame within this. Okay, so now it can be any choice of perspective that you can make, whether it is 1 point perspective, whether it is 2 point perspective, whether it is 3 point perspective, or even 5 point for that matter of fact. But how do you place? See, perspective is a method that almost everybody knows, but how do you space, or how do you put objects or elements in that mega space, and how do you make a composition out of it? It's another question. So generally what we do here is we place the horizon. What is the horizon? So basically, the things with beyond a line, or probably a limit beyond which you're not able to see anything. So basically every human, like this is the line of sight, and wherever it meets on this, like perpendicularly, that is the vanishing point on a horizon system. Correct. So what we generally do is, like, we take the horizon usually around this point, like this 1/3, either over here or either we place here. If it is just 1 point perspective system, we generally place the vanishing points around the 1/3, either here or here. If it is a 2 point perspective, definitely we can place it quite, like maybe have more intuitive perspective by pushing the focal point or this vanishing points way too far from the scene. So more far or farther the vanishing point, more realistic depth you would be you would be able to achieve. Now, for example, if we are creating a simple scene, like the view of the traffic signal from inside of the car. So now I'm trying to justify a scene in which I am personally over there. I'm narrating a visual story through my own beliefs, my own observation. And whenever I'm trying to narrate a story, so probably in that scenario, one-point perspectives really work, or they create wonders. So I'm going to do, basically, I'm going to create a traffic signal scenario, which basically speaks about the flavor of that particular situation. Now, context can be anyone, any time, day or night or evening. What do we have to create is like the most of it, the scenario out of it. Okay, fine. So this is the frame that we are gonna look into, and we're gonna understand. Okay, so I'm gonna use, in this case, we're gonna use the vanishing point little upward. Why? Is because I want to create more of the things not upward above the eye level. I want to create more things, like at my eye level, and probably I'm not able to see like a lot of buildings or things, but rather I'm looking more towards the traffic. So anywhere, like you can place, in that case, if you want to draw more things on the ground, you can put the horizon more above at this 1/3. If you want to draw more towards the sky or above the eye level, you draw it more so that you have more space for it over here. So this is how the basic composition works out. Now I'm going to place, for example, if I'm placing the entire horizon over here at this 1/3, okay, and I'm going to place the vanishing point maybe somewhere over here, okay, so which basically is going to help me understand things. So now this is my focal point. The moment I place objects over here, you see the eye movement would be quite different from different places, and it helps me understand or probably place objects at quite a dynamic level. So instead of making it center, make dynamic composition, not make it very static. Okay. So this is something that will give you very dynamic compositions. Place your horizon or probably focal points towards the 1/3 of it. Okay, great. So I hope we have been clear with this part so far. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just create some like perspective lines very quickly, so that we are able to start visualizing these elements, these entities in probably. So quickly with the pencil, very lightly you can draw, so that you are able to visualize scene or visualize elements in this. Okay, so this is my focal point, my vision is traveling towards this. Okay, now just probably like you can keep it as light as this. Okay, so probably this is my frame. Let's just keep it. Okay. Now I am going to use this and probably draw in this frame. Okay, very much over here. So we have this as a reference. Now what we can simply do is, okay, let's just understand over here. In this particular, let's just keep things quite aligned over here, just so that I'm able to help you out. Okay, so first of all, we'll make a quick rough sketch about it, so that we are able to see things. Now what I'm going to do is, once we are done with this, I want to understand first of all the scale and proportion of it, what scale that I wish to. So we generally quickly add bit of figures, like which are simple shapes at this moment. Okay, probably a person who is farther away, and they are at your own horizon. This is you, basically these are your eyes. So I'm gonna understand at them at that horizon only. So if a person is farthest, his height would be still almost the similar, but it creates that general view flow for a vision, which is very interesting. Okay, so I'm assuming it like this. Maybe this person that we are drawing, he can be slightly away from it. Maybe he is quite closer to you, but walking aside. Maybe this is a walkway or a footpath on which he is, traveling. Probably this is the wider road that we have. And now what we can do is, this grid actually helps us, to understand. Now, simple principle of 1-point perspective is that all vertical lines stay vertical, and if they are not intersecting with your picture plane, you see, now suddenly we are able to see some elements, some objects in this. Okay, so very easily we would be able to create that. Now this is the very basic gesture, very basic depth. Now forget that we are sitting inside the car for this particular movement. First of all, we need to, what's the whether you are sitting inside the car, whether you are sitting or whether you are walking on a footpath, you would be seeing the same scenario. right now. But what we are trying to do is we are on the street. We are on the street because we are in the vehicle. So I'm going to place these elements quite far away. Okay. And we're going to understand. So this is the very, very basic gesture of things that I'm, and my observations is something that will help me create this scenario. Okay. For example, now I'm going to place this. Maybe this is a footpath over here. Okay. There is a traffic signal at this location, probably which is over here, which is not a focal point for my drawing. Okay. It doesn't mean that it has to be created like this. Maybe there are a lot of vehicles. I'm going to understand, how taller they are with, with reference to my height. Okay. So I'm going to place, just make boxes at the first level. So maybe they are walking, obviously they're traveling towards this side. Now this is a footpath which is at the center, and maybe I'm considering there is a box which represents another vehicle, probably passing in this direction, correct? And maybe this is a junction where it meets roads on the other side. So to make it more intense, like we can draw a walkway around this side, probably on which like the people who are walking on this obviously would be slightly taller because they are moving slightly above your horizon, your vanishing line. Probably there are some two-wheelers. Simple. Make, first of all, draw boxes. They are in the same perspective. Okay. And probably there are, obviously this is a smaller vehicle, maybe a bigger vehicle would look like this, which is now passing in another direction, which is like parallel to my picture plane. So I'm just going to draw it quite flat as a rectangle. Maybe there is an interesting way we can look into and draw some flyover under which these vehicles are passing by. Nowadays, every city almost has a metro system. Okay, probably, and not necessarily that it is traveling in the horizon. Maybe it is taking a turn, tilt over this side. Maybe you are able to see some interesting cityscapes, city side. Okay, so very obviously not over here. So I'm just using a simple perspective that like the lines with which it has been. It is a city scenario, right? So we are creating, and probably there are some like taller cityscapes, like tall, like very tall buildings which are at the background, but we can just draw them quite flat. Okay, and probably some traffic uh, or probably street lamps. Okay, what is this? In cities, like you would be able to observe a lot of advertisements on this. So you're just understanding the very basic flavor of it. Okay, so we are done. We are almost done with this. So now this is my box, and probably this is in like what we can make it more intense. Probably we will add to make it more intense. Let's make it something like which is very closer to you. We can probably change the scenario. You always have to keep adapting to things, and probably I cannot keep it like so not dense, because what's a traffic signal without people, without that chaos? Okay, so we are trying to just make things intense over here. Now this is my basic drawing about it. Now what we can do is, this is, for example, I have drawn this in a very, very light way. Now we can actually draw on this basis on a very darker note on this. Okay, so that we are able to see. Now I'm going to use a value system. Like for example, if this person is quite near to me, instead of showing a lot of details on him, I would just add darker values. Okay, you see. Now simply I'm not creating a lot of details. Okay, because this is not a figure drawing. We are just supposed to show schematic figures. Okay, we are not there to draw portraits. Okay, because they are the part of a bigger system entirely. Fine. Now probably there are vehicles. Okay, so we would draw some more vehicles as possible. Okay, so these are the details like we would eventually fill up and draw. Okay, maybe there is a auto rickshaw that is standing at the very front of the. Use simpler shapes, basic rectangle, triangles, Okay, so that you are able to draw very simply. Okay, just later on we would think about the values and details that are needed to be created. There is a person who is slightly closer to you, maybe sitting on a two-wheeler, wearing a helmet. Okay, probably putting his leg on a footpath and waiting for a signal to get over. Now this is very like in a very flat perspective. So we could have made it like more intense on the sides, but yeah, it's totally fine. So we adding some more, more vehicles. So probably, so there are two people who are sitting on a vehicle bike over here. A lot of people who are walking slightly above on this footpath here. Okay, adding that slight just value so that now it has a surface that you can relate to. As it starts moving closer, you would start getting little darker values. Okay, fine. A footpath with a street lamp over here. Okay, adding some advertisement. Yeah, these are the smaller interventions by you, by your basic observation skills, right? So like I'm making uh, that metro bridge little more bigger and intense, because yeah, I want to create an intense element over here. Just a second. Okay, so I will be using that, like maybe if it isn't too much in a way, and maybe you just push it like little away from it. My basic understanding of objects. Yeah, this is how you populate the scene basically. There might be a wall over here which is avoiding people, or restricting people to go over there. Some value over here, so you quickly understand. Okay, maybe I'm able to see because there is a bus, and which is like, despite of the scale of it, like it is quite evidently seen. Maybe this column has gone a little bigger, but yeah, we can anytime like come and add up. So draw lighter. Okay, don't fix things like from the very beginning of it. Okay, so probably what we can do is like add some basic values to this, whatever the value addition that we are doing to the sketch. Okay, I'm adding more people now, those who are walking on the footpath. Yeah, probably the cityscape. Okay, now probably adding some values just by contours, so that you are at least able to see this particular the scene more evidently, more clearly. Maybe there is a light that is percolating. So yeah, simple cross hatches is a very faster way to deliver the information. Okay, so which is not very difficult. So this is farther away, but yeah, I'm gonna use quite lighter value in this. The moment it is closer, I would be adding darker values. Now we can just draw some interesting shadows as a reflection to this. You see, so probably we understand some, put a context to this, so that light is coming from the front side, so that we are able to see the details in this. Okay, whatever, we would start adding, making this value addition to this. Yeah, okay, so this is the basic city streetscape. Okay, now we are adding some more details. Like obviously there is a signal over here, right? The vehicles are passing by, so maybe there is a vehicle, probably which is a bus, maybe. Just to block this particular details over here, what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to use the blocked values, block of shapes, just to indicate that it's a bus. Or probably, you see the details. Maybe we are able to see some details through this. Maybe a bus driver or whatever. Obviously drawn quite in a lighter way, because it is pushed back a little farther than what we are able to see here. So this is the walkway, showing the contours of it. so that you understand that there is some 3D element evidently showing the part like for which is establishing the context majorly over here. Now you see you don't have to like always draw circles. You can just pull in some interesting values and still it would be perceived what you really wish to create. Okay. So chaotic wires is something that you know can generally lead to very interesting way that you can make your eyes or a person's eye travel faster or maybe in a certain direction using those city lines or cityscapes, like maybe just putting some value from which we see that darker values are on this side. Okay, the buildings. Okay, so my interesting envision or probably seeing things with this. Okay, so blocking first of all this entire volume of which is a bridge. Okay, simple line work. Yeah, which basically represents the very basic value of it. Yeah. So the darkness, maybe like if you wish to show things on it, like maybe advertisement boards, like written elements on this. Even there are painted ads, like you must have seen on this metro kind of you know flyovers, whatever. So this is like quite farther, so you would be able to see not this darker sort of the values, but which over here I would be able to see definitely at this location, and maybe probably it's a reflection of various elements that you are able to see. Okay, so probably what if I slowly take away the detailed parts. Okay, so maybe I would now be able to see some very core and very basic elements in this. Okay, so this is the particular view. Maybe I would try to add few more elements. So like because this space looks little abrupt, little empty, right? So maybe there are buildings like quite in a farther direction, probably where the road would take a turn, and we can just add very basic very basic values, so which is pushing it a little farther away. We can add building blocks, which is like you're seeing, don't leave empty spaces, but don't draw too much of details as well. We can simply block by some values, and your so that's the beauty of perception. It would fill in those values on itself. Okay. Probably we can probably add more chaos, which is probably the always the same. Like in urban cities, at least you find people who are not following order uh, system, or probably but that's the flavor of it. Or maybe you can just simply add like a bus stop over here. Probably quite an ideal scenario, like so a bus stop and people who are waiting at the bus stop. But see, we are not creating all the details, but the details are lying in the simplest shape possible. So at least you are able to, you know, yep. And like if you still wish to like block this, like we can add very interesting cloud lines or something, so that you know the spaces can be blocked quite easily. So a wall, advertisements, okay. Yep. blocking the values wherever they are necessary. So this is how I would create that traffic scenario, traffic signal. Okay. So by just simple elements, by just simple value addition to it. And now the last part to it is probably where we have to add the vehicle. We are sitting in the car, right? So maybe I would obviously, so this is the horizon somewhere over here, right? And we are sitting in the car. That means my eyes are here. That means I would be able to see the roof of the vehicle. Okay. So probably which is over here. So we are just adding the system. Okay. So maybe you see this is the A pillar of the vehicle. This is the window. Okay. We are able to see. Okay. So I'm just adding, you see, like we can just simply change the entire perception by just now blocking some values. Okay, just see. Okay, so for example, if I just place this, you see, just the darkest value because we are seeing inside and maybe which is not able to reflect on the light part of it. Okay, but yeah, we can definitely, yeah, now this is the vehicle that we are sitting in simply. Okay, probably now we can just add the details that are necessary. Probably that is the mirror. Okay, mirror of it, maybe the steering vehicle. Okay, maybe there are hands on it. Okay, now we can just probably push the very basic values on this, like maybe there is a reflection that I wish to show on this, which is happening from the other side. Okay, obviously it won't be as, like this bright. So instead of that, like we can slightly use the very lightish and grayish value to it. Okay, you see, probably quite lighter. So where the highlights are not as bright as the way they are outside of the vehicle. Okay, and fine. Like we don't have to like draw all the details, maybe because we are not focusing over here. We are focusing outside, and this is how we will be just simply able to draft the details. Okay, and maybe you are able to see some of the details in this mirror over here. Okay. Vehicles behind whatever that details that we wish to put as a schematic sketch. A lot of people have something hanging in this. Like we can simple observations, and this is what gonna make the mirror that is there on the sides, the objects in the mirror that are closer than they appear. So probably I would just add a very basic sketch of it. This is a sketch that we are creating. Okay, so probably this is how you will be able to understand the scenario. If it is like if you want to show more things on the top, like probably I would add lesser over here, and you can still showcase a lot more elements at this junction over here. Okay, so fine. So I would simply look into whatever the vehicle details that you wish to add over here. You can simply do so. Fine. So I think I will stop over here now. And this is a very basic way. Okay, this is obviously there are more details can be added to this, but definitely we can discuss during the sessions when we meet in our session setting. So I think this is a very just to give you a brief how we work over here, so that you understand a basic sense of proportion, a basic sense of scale, basic sense of composition, basic sense of how to add a flavor to that particular scenario that has been asked to you, sense of adding scale with the figures which are also simply considered as shapes at this stage, at this moment. Okay, so I think I'll stop over here and I shall meet you in the session soon. Okay, thank you so much for joining, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shantanu sir, for your valuable session. It was great having you on the live today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, sir. With this, we have come to the end of our NIFT Marathon Part 2. Thank you, Shantanu sir. Thank you, Chandu sir, and thank you, Akhil sir, for helping our students with their preparations. I hope it was useful section for every one of you. So hope to meet you all with other session also. And guys, don't forget about our NIFT online marathon test, which is on 24th January, and today is the last day to register. So don't miss it. Do register and participate in the mock test. And also do join with our NIFT Accelerate batch, which will start on 28th of January. The last date of registration is 27th of January. If you register before 27th of January, you will get the NIFT Accelerate for 1AA99 and 10 mock toppers will get it for 100. So guys, do attend the mock test tomorrow and try to get into the top 10 position to get NIFT Accelerate at 100 rupees. For more details, call us on 8086 111 and subscribe to our YouTube channel both in English and Malayalam. Do follow us on Instagram to stay updated. With this note, this is Annie signing off from Think Institute of Design. Bye, guys.